Hey everybody! Sorry about that delay. We had some technical difficulties on our end. We got ourselves a new computer and I guess we don't know how to use it, so. But, welcome back. Hope everyone's having a good Saturday evening. We are back with another episode of A Light in the Darkness. We missed being able to be live with you guys last week. It was kind of a bummer. We had unforeseen circumstances. But we are happy to be back live this week. We are back with our regular cast. We did have to unfortunately lose one of our members, but it's not permanent. He should be here any minute now. But while we are waiting for our fourth amigo, is that a thing? The four amigos?
No.
Okay. Maybe you just never heard of it.
Oh, yes. I'm not.
But while we're waiting for our fourth Don Quixote, why don't we go ahead and get introduced the rest of our cast. I am Logan, your dungeon master and problem creator for this game. And to my left, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Me, Andrew. I will be playing Daco. I'm a monkey.
Sweet.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Sounds good.
My name's Jared. I'll be playing Rowan today, and every other time you to tune in. I also create problems. Generally not as difficult as Logan, but still problems.
Thank you. All right.
I'm Eliza. I play Marin. She is an elf and a cleric of Ivena. I also do the art that you see for all of our characters.
And she's masterful at it.
Thank you.
Very good job.
Marin is feeling very confident in the blessings of Ivena that they've brought us this far.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, how are we looking? Is everybody, can you guys hear us okay? See us all right? You guys have the chat pulled up?
I do.
Yeah, can you guys hear us okay? Let me know if there's any weird glitches. We're still getting used to this new setup.
Yeah, the video quality won't be the best because we may have oversight some settings, but that's okay.
Oh, I see.
I look at it here, I'm like, oh, it automatically sets it to downscale, which is annoying.
Oh, goofy. Can you see us okay? Do we look clear? Am I coming at you with like 4 pixels?
You should look okay.
All right.
Especially because we're not taking up the entire screen, so each face is not the whole screen, so we should be
Yeah.
fine.
All right. Well, while we wait for our final member to join us, let's go ahead and get a little bit of a recap. We will begin our 4th session of A Light in the Darkness. After leaving their home village of Teth to find a new food source in the eternally dark wilds of Lumira, Rowan, Daco, Marin, and Augustus quickly learned of the dangers lurking inside. A foul hag attempted to lure the party onto a precarious bridge, promising them treasures untold. Rowan was nearly lost, but ultimately the party bested the witch and escaped with their lives. They were quickly forced to retreat into a small cave, however, to avoid a treacherous blizzard. Here they met Patty, a timid but talkative little sprite who sought their help in rescuing his friend, a boar named Ree. The group worked together to defeat a troll who had been Ree's apparent kidnapper, but discovered that in the end, their rescue mission was in vain. During their fight, Marin's attempt to heal Rowan with her divine magic shocked him senseless, granting him a brief vision of his long-lost sister. Rattled and in need of some good news, the group has finally found their way to the fabled group of elusive elves spoken of by Teth's spiritual leader. But it seems their arrival may not be as welcome as they had hoped. So, if you guys remember what happened at the end of our last session, you had traveled for a few days. You were pretty worn out and raw from all of your travel, but you saw this elusive green vineyard amidst all of this cold white darkness. However, as you began to move forward to claim your prize, to enter this fabled region, an arrow struck the ground in front of you. And as you all look around, you hear a voice speak from behind you. It is deep. And for anyone that does not understand Elven, the words do not come through clearly. But Marin, you hear very clearly, surrender, and we will make your death swift.
As we're approaching, Marin is very, in awe of all of this greenery because she's never seen nature flourish like this outside of her home.
Yes.
She's only ever seen plants, in bloom and growing full of life under her parents' magic and her magic. So seeing it in nature, she's just like, wow. And just so then the arrow and hearing this voice in Elvish, she is taken by surprise and just drops her staff.
Cool. Okay, so you drop your staff. The rest of you hear these these garbled words that you don't understand unless you speak English. No?
No.
Okay. So you don't understand it, but suddenly Marin drops her staff beside you.
I'm gonna turn around and be like, hello.
Okay. The voice does speak again the words that it muttered previously, and holds in your, basically aimed at your face, a bow and arrow with a long haft. Yeah.
Where?
We mean you no harm. We mean this grove no harm.
It does not matter. You have found this place of sanctity. You cannot leave here alive.
We were guided here by Ivana.
Ooh, okay.
You understand what they're saying?
Roll me a diplomacy check.
No. I'm not raising my hands.
Ooh. 24.
Okay. If what you say is true, tell your friends to lower their weapons.
Guys, put your weapons down.
Put your guns down.
I look at my belt where my sword is fastened and sheathed, and I go, what?
Put everything down.
On the ground.
What? What is he saying?
Obviously being
They're
hostage.
protecting this.
Sure. I don't know what he's saying.
Put our weapons down. Otherwise, he doesn't
is he
want to
pointing
let
at
us
the ground?
live.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
okay.
motions with his bow towards the ground.
Okay, so I go prone.
I will drop.
Okay. He looks kind of uncomfortable over it. At Rowan. Is your friend?
We're just surprised, is all.
I see. Tell him to remove his weapon from his belt.
Remove the sword from your belt.
Oh. Unfastens.
Okay.
Pants falls off.
No, it's still on the ground though. I'm still
Okay.
prone.
If Ivana truly has led you here, there must be some proof of your calling.
I am a priestess of Ivana. She has protected me throughout my life and led us here. Our community is starving, and we have been sent here into the wilds to find means of our family's survival. And we had no heading, no way of finding you, but we had hoped that we would find the elven communities that had found a way to survive, that we might learn from you.
I see. In that case, and he looks to his right and left, and you see step from the shadows at the very edges of your light. 2 more elves step out. Each of them are dressed similar to the one in the lead. They all wear a sort of mixture of leather armor with large green scarves that wrap around their necks and kind of come up in a hood. He nods to each of them, and they move forward towards you, Rowan and Daco, and they begin to collect your objects, your weapons that you've laid down.
Oh, one more thing.
I want those back after we're done.
So Marin has a headband with a carved flower in the center, carved out of wood, and so she's going to tap the flower on her headband and cast light on it so it glimmers, and that is the symbol of Ivana. I wear her symbol.
Yes, I'm familiar with it. I see. As they finish collecting your weapons, I'm gonna roll a perception check on you specifically, Rowan. That's a d12. That's probably a good roll. Okay. As one of them grabs at your belt, where is your map?
I imagine it is on my back.
On your back?
Yeah, just like a...
Okay. He reaches down to grab it and says, obviously not you understanding, but turns to the other and says, Doran, you might want to take a look at this. The other elf that's been communicating with you pushes him aside and grabs the map off of your back.
Oh yeah, this is just a map.
Yeah.
It's how we got here.
This symbol.
I don't know it.
He turns to the others and says, knock them out. Which they are going to try and do. So the two standing near you are going to try and knock you unconscious.
I'm prone.
Okay.
I am.
Try and resist it
I
anyway?
will try to resist.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening.
What would you like to do to try and resist?
Well, what's happening, so that I know.
So at this point, the other there is two.
Because I imagine once he grabbed my weapon, I'm like giving him dead eyes. The specifically the one that picked up my weapon. I'm like, like.
So he grabs your
I
weapon,
wanna-
and then you see as he turns and receives what looks to be some sort of instructions from the other, and now he is approaching with your club, and he's kind of lifting it up as if he's gonna.
Yeah, I'm
across the head.
battle stance now. I don't know what's going on, so I'm going to
Okay.
try to intercept.
Okay. And you're prone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking up and seeing
Okay.
what's going on.
What do you-
but-
Yeah, you
Where you
see
will.
as one of them steps up and with the
Marin.
hilt of your sword is trying to bash you on the head.
Ow.
I guess just run.
Armadillo.
Okay. He rolled a 20.
Me?
No, he rolled a 20. What is your armor class?
Not that.
Not that. Yeah.
Okay. So he is going to knock you on the butt of the head. I will let you roll a fortitude save
Give me
to
that.
try and
Give me
keep
that.
consciousness.
Give me the action sheet.
9.
Okay. That does not succeed. So you feel the butt of this sword smack quickly against the back of your
Ow.
head, and then everything goes dark. Marin, at the same time, the one that has now been named Doran, steps up and he's going to try and knock you unconscious as
Okay.
well. Is there anything you'd like to do in response?
Nah, I imagine it'll be too fast
Okay.
for her.
Yeah. So he steps up and you see him grab. He has a stone in his hand all of a sudden and just
Okay.
knocks you. Roll a fortitude save.
12.
That also does not pass. So you see as Rowan goes unconscious and you fall and you hit the cold snow, feeling that ice just kind of overtake the side of your body. But before too long, you are also overtaken by sleep. Dako, what are you doing?
I'm going to step. I'm trying to like
Step away
evade.
from- Okay.
I'm walking back, and if there's no one behind me, I'm gonna.
Yeah, we won't put you in like formal initiative since it's just the two of you, but he is going to try and take a swing. I'll just have him take a swing at you and see what he can do. Ooh, let's try that. That is a natural one. So as he steps up with your club and tries to swing, it is your step backward is just giving him a wide berth, and he's
Yeah, I'm gonna.
close
Can
to
I
you.
shove him? Like,
Yeah.
not attacking him, but moving him out of the way.
Yeah. Roll it as an attack check. And we'll just,
'Kay.
Well, actually, roll it as athletics. I'll use his fortitude DC.
That's 25.
Yeah, that succeeds. So he tries to hit you with this club, and you shove him backwards.
I'm like, hey, wait, what? No.
At this point, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Um, 15
Okay. Yeah, that does.
or 15. Yeah, 15. I was right. 15.
Cool. 15 is not quite enough. As the other one steps up behind you, there is now a second elf that is going to clock you on the back of the head. So roll me a fortitude save.
Okay.
You should be good at these.
I love that these stealthy elves are like, you know, we could knock them out by hitting them in the head with a rock rather than, you know, some
Shooting
kind
a
of
blunt arrow.
stealthy
Stealth knockout. Oh, like
a chokehold. Yeah, like a.
I don't think they've played Assassin's
Oh,
Creed,
for sure.
Can you give me a dice?
That's just an
so
American
can
thing, I
rid
guess,
of-
huh?
Move your dice somewhere else. I rolled an 11.
11 is also unfortunately not quite enough. So you were able to shove the one back and you kind of prep yourself for a fight, but before you have a chance to do much more, the second one comes behind you and clocks you, and you watch as Augustus kind of tries to scurry away, but before getting too far is also plinked on the back of the head and falls just heavy with his large bag over him. And all of you go unconscious.
Daco hated that. Daco will remember this.
Some time goes by, all of you maybe having dreams of something or other, maybe a happier time.
Murdering elves.
Murdering elves, like I said, a happier time.
Pretty trees.
But eventually, you each come to, and you find yourselves laid up, all of you against the same tree, but kind of side by side, with your hands and feet having been bound. As you look around, the darkness seems to cloud much of what's around you, but you're able to make out a small fire in front of you. And sitting near this fire, you see Marin, the elf you recognize to be Doran. He's just staring into the flames as he kind of seems contemplative. He doesn't seem to have recognized that you are yet stirred.
Ow.
Oh, you're awake. Sorry, you're finally awake.
You'll find it. Ooh.
Where did you find that map?
I believe it belonged to Rowan's father. He just thought it would help guide us through the wilds. We come from a small community that has been cut off from the kingdom, and things have been difficult for a long time, but now that we're cut off, they're gonna have nothing.
So the map is not yours?
No.
Is your friend awake?
I'm gonna... Is he beside me? Could I, try to nudge him?
Yeah.
Rowan! Rowan!
We did it in the morning. What? Sorry, what's up?
He's asking about the map.
Oh, my head.
You try to reach up to nurse your head, and you realize your hands have been tied around
this
your-
way.
Yeah. Sorry, behind your back.
Oh, okay. So am I like sitting on the?
Mhm.
I see.
Yeah, in fact, your hands would probably be a little numb because you've been sitting on them for a while.
Oh, map. What? I don't know anything about the map. I just got it from my father. That's all.
Ask him why he's walking around with a map of the Talic Consortium.
The what?
You have not heard of the Talic Consortium?
No.
What is he saying?
He wants to know why you have a map of the Tala Consortium?
The who? What now?
I don't know.
You are not frequent travelers of these woods,
No,
or familiar with any of its peoples,
not at all.
and you have managed to survive?
By faith.
Cringe.
I see.
I'm gonna nudge Daco. D, hey D, wake up!
Can I be awake?
You can wake up, yeah.
Wake up, D! What is going on? I still don't understand what they're saying, and no one wants to tell me.
What do you want me to do?
I just wanted to wake you up because I needed someone to talk to. I just felt left out.
I can't
as well.
hold your hand, as you can see.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to return the sentiment either. But Are we getting out of here or something? Or
You
I don't know what to do.
you mentioned that you are brought here by faith to feed your village.
That is correct.
What did you hope to find?
We heard legends of how the elves survived in the forest, that you had a way of living without the support of the kingdom. We were hoping to learn how it was that you managed to feed your people.
And you thought that if this was a reality, there was any chance that that would be shared with outsiders?
If any of you follow Ivena's tenets, perhaps, and might be willing to share beauty and compassion with others.
You and I worship the same goddess, but it seems we know her very differently. What do you believe of Avena?
Well, I was raised to believe that she is the goddess of nature and of beauty, and that her tenets are to share that beauty and to create goodness and beauty out of that which is dark and not beautiful, and to show compassion to others so that nature can thrive.
You say that she is the goddess of nature and beauty. But look around you. Does this look to be a beautiful place?
It is dark, and it's difficult for things to survive, but that doesn't mean that she is gone. That there are ways of making things beautiful and making things thrive.
We believe that Avena blesses those who follow her. We believe that she has chosen her people, and that she protects those who follow her. That grace follows a natural cycle, as you stated, and life follows a natural cycle. But it's strange to me that you think that a wolf struggling to survive in the wilderness would then take its food and give it to another that would cause it to die. She's the goddess of nature, and nature has its order and its cycle.
Do wolves not also hunt in packs and cooperate with one another?
Yes, they feed their own.
Why? I'm just trying to do the same, to try to feed my own.
So then you mean to take from us?
I was hoping we could find commonality between us.
Kind of settles back, trying to be a little less
Hey,
confrontational.
Marin, tell this big ear man that we don't need to be tied up. We don't have our weapons. There's 100-ish of them. Tell them that we can stretch our legs.
Yeah, and what's up with the guy hitting our heads? That wasn't very cool. You tell him that. It wasn't very cool.
Tell him I said that.
Yeah, you tell
I said
him,
that.
I'm like still looking at him now, that he does not have any power over us here. Well, he does, but he doesn't have to treat us like common animals.
What did he say?
They're a bit upset about being tied up, naturally.
Venaran are temperamental creatures.
I heard Venaran. I'm gonna kill him.
Even if we did want to help you and give you whatever extra we have, as little as it may be, unfortunately, our home is not in the market for sharing. And those come at the orders of the leader of our village.
Well, what's he saying?
He's not willing to share what they have, and he doesn't want any of our community to come to this area.
That's understandable. Can you ask him if he would share us how they are surviving? Because that's kind of at least the cornerstone of what we need.
Right. I suppose it's not so much supplies or surplus that we ask of you, because that will only last so long.
Yo, Augustus has come to, and you see as he begins to writhe awake in his binds. You are now tied up hands and feet against the trunk of a tree. No, it's in my car. All right.
It's fine.
But yeah, as you, Augustus, you shake awake and you finally see that, yeah, you are tied up hands and feet with your comrades around you, also bound.
Amazing.
An elf speaks to Marin, and you can hear them speaking Elvish. I don't know if you speak Elvish, but
Let's see.
they converse back and forth. He says,
It's not so much your surplus or your land that we seek, because that will only last so long, and I don't want to take from you, because that would not be in the benefit of your people. But could we at least have your knowledge? Could you share your knowledge of how you have survived with us, that we might take that back to our village?
"It is not my knowledge to give. Unfortunately, the secret of how our grove has managed to survive in this harsh climate is reserved to Eremos, the village leader himself. However, your plea is not completely unheard. The reason I spoke earlier of your affiliation with the Talic Consortium is because, and frankly, the reason you are not dead right now, all of you, is because for some time now, I have pondered exactly the question that you have asked. If it is not wise for us to open ourselves up to others, to share what we have. And in return, we were hoping that whoever we found would provide us protection. The Talic Consortium is the ones that I met who were willing to provide that protection. And I was under the misconception that you were perhaps either a scouting party or some sort of, event forbid, an attack party, meant to bring some news or perhaps warning from the Talic Consortium. Knowing that you are not that, I'm not certain what to do with you. But
Daco, is it just me or are they speaking gibberish?
Welcome to the club.
Go back to sleep.
Okay. I'm tired anyway.
however, I am I have an idea. Eremos, as I said, is the leader of our village, and he is not willing to converse with any who are not of our clan. But I have brought this concern to him before, and I believe that with the support of enough people in our village, perhaps he could have his mind changed. That would require, though, that you gain the favor of the people of our village, and one among your companions in particular already comes with some level of difficulty in that department.
He's looking at Rowan. Why is he looking at Rowan?
Is he looking at Rowan?
Perhaps you should share with your companions what I have told you.
Yes. Okay.
Where's Patty? Where's this? Ask her where the sprite is.
As you look around, you don't see Patty anywhere around here.
One more thing. Our sprite friend.
Oh, yes, the boar-headed one.
Yes.
Sorry, not to talk of your other friend.
What happened to him?
You don't get that.
I didn't hear it.
And you see as he pulls the bag, and you can see it kind of like move around. Hey, what's going on? Hey.
Could I also
That's messed up. That's messed up.
Damn it.
communicate with him, please?
Very well. And he will dump out the bag, and you can see that Patty is like tied up using like vines and little flaxen cords.
I hate that.
This guy is not cool. What the heck?
These can't be good guys.
What's going on? It's really dark. I mean, it's always really dark, but it was really dark in there.
Nothing too much. You can go back in the back now.
I don't want to go back in the bag.
No. What?
Okay, so
Oh, we don't. Okay, never mind.
the leader of their village is the one that has the knowledge of how they've been able to survive. So we need to gain the favor of the elves so that they could persuade the leader to share his knowledge with us. However, they are very wary of you, Rowan.
First off, why? And second off, trust is a two-way street last time I checked.
because you're so tall. I'd be wary of you too.
Everyone is tall to you, Petty.
That's true. No, without Reed, we was pretty close to the same height.
This is okay. Whatever.
It's okay.
Rue was much longer than you, though.
It's probably because you're human.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. You're wearing fur clothes. Who could say?
Well, it was a human kingdom that fought with the elves historically, so
Oh yeah. Elves can't let anything go, apparently.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, some of them might have lived through it for, you know.
Probably airless.
What does he want me to do about it? I can't change my.
No, just
Cut your ears off?
be
Just kidding.
aware
That was a joke.
that they're going to be more
more
judgmental of you. I mean, they're going to be judgmental of all of us because
That-
we're not part of their village, but they like you the least.
So how?
Thank you. I mean,
What are we supposed to do? Community service? What is favor?
I'm really glad that I couldn't understand a thing, and that's what you decided to tell me. You could have left that part out. I imagine, like you said, all of us are unfavored. So I don't
Yeah.
know what
Really in favor. She wanted to make that clear.
Thank you, Patty. I'm aware.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you're pretty cool.
Well,
Thanks, Patty.
His hair is way nicer than yours, though.
Patty, it's been a long day. It's been a long couple days.
Hey, you're telling me. I was just in a bag.
Yeah. I kind of want to put you back in the bag if you don't stop talking.
Oh, it was warmer in there, so I appreciate your thoughtfulness.
Okay.
Yeah, Patty, you can go back in the
will
back
you
now.
tell him to untie us first, at least?
yes,
Yeah, we can't do favors without our hands.
Doran,
Indeed.
could you?
Is my tail
Could we
tied
be
up?
untied?
No.
I will probably just use it to like. I'm tied to a tree.
Yeah.
I'm tied to a tree.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use my tail to push up because I can
Okay.
use it to prop up so I can stand and kind of like stretch a little bit.
Okay. Sorry, what were you saying?
Doran, could we be untied? We're obviously not going to attack or fight when we certainly want to gain your community's favor.
Let me see. Yes.
I was afraid he would say that.
I really hate this guy.
Do know that
I don't know what he's saying, but
The
it's
other-
so condoning. Condescending is what I mean.
And if there is any hint of violence or malice, you will be put down quickly.
Understood. Don't try anything, guys.
Try what?
I don't
don't
think we
have
could if we
anything.
wanted to.
He'll
Like-
step up and he will pull a curved, slender knife from his belt, and you'll see as he cuts the ropes at the back of the trunk, and kind of they drop all view at once, as they were kind of wrapped around you all.
Would you say that's Doran's blade?
Yes, I would say that was Doran's blade. Why? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. But yes, you are all now freed on your hands, and then he will once more do that for. He'll go around to each of you and cut your feet.
How tall are
Cut
the
your feet. Cut the ropes.
how tall are the trees?
My feet.
How tall are the trees?
Mhm.
Very tall. Here they are much taller.
Cool.
Everything seems
You can
much
try to
more
run?
vibrant.
I could climb the trees.
Yes.
I'm just looking at my
Okay.
surroundings.
I see. I'm sorry that I'm not able to very effectively communicate with those of your party.
If only he could effectively communicate with us, this would work a lot better.
You're telling me.
Is there anywhere you'd recommend that we start? Any jobs that you'd like us to do that could help gain the trust of your people? Yes.
Can you ask him if I can get ingredients and resources?
No,
Okay.
if that's not too much.
it's probably much.
Oh, yeah, and maybe if they have, like, any food. I'm kind of hungry.
Okay. That is why we're here.
He looks around and at each of you and says, I can point you in a direction, though I'm not sure exactly where you would get started. I would say if you're going to enter the village, you should conceal the identity of your friend in some way.
What do you? Well, I can't hear it.
For the rest of you, I can provide this. And you see as he pulls a couple of brooches from his, actually just a single brooch from his bag. And you see that there's a lotus flower, very similar to the one that you have. You may use this.
White lotus?
This will help people in town recognize you as a member of Tola Semteris. But it will not gain you their favor immediately. That is still yours to do.
Okay.
Can we just get our stuff back? We can go another
We
place.
probably won't be able. Well,
I would say
I don't know what else-
begin
where would
your
we go?
journey in the
I
root
don't
cellar.
either.
It is a it is one
That's
of the
something he's trying
buildings
to
at the
figure out
south
what they
side of
want.
town. I can point you in the right direction.
Okay.
When you are there, you may ask to see if there is any jobs that need to be done. Before you do too much, though, I do have one thing that I could use your help with.
you see my back really hurt.
If you're not too busy, wait, I don't care.
If you're not too busy, I don't want to inconvenience you. Wait.
Tomorrow, before Embra's embrace darkens, I would ask that you find me here again. I have need of help in a meeting with the Talent Consortium.
Okay.
Yes, but as he kind of gestures outward, you turn around and you can see that you are probably about a half mile from this green circle of trees. He points out one in particular and says that is the root cellar. You may begin there. Do you
Okay.
have need of anything else?
What is he pointing at?
I'll just relay the information with
Is he coming
my
with us?
party.
Very well.
Is he coming with us, Marin?
No, but he wants us to meet him again here tomorrow.
But we have something to identify. Is that
Yes, so
thingy?
the people in the town will recognize this, but that doesn't mean
That
they're
we're-
gonna like us immediately.
that we have permission to roam?
Yeah.
Cool.
He did say that if we are going into the village, we should conceal Rowan's identity.
I was gonna ask.
Did he say
Specifically, he said
Can you
that.
ask him what he means by identity?
That he is human.
That he's
I
human,
assume.
or is that do they recognize his face?
I assume just that he is human.
These guys suck. Holy crap.
Ron, how do you feel about cutting bits of your ear off?
terrible,
that-
Augustus.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
Never.
I could help with that if you want.
No.
No.
I'm pretty good at that.
I have a scalpel.
I'm not very good at that, actually. It'll be my first time, but first time for everything.
Patty, there's a second time to go back in the bag, so let's.
Yeah, warm bag.
Okay, what's at the root cellar?
So we're going to the root cellar. He said we could go there and ask if there's any anything that they need help with.
Is he giving? Did he just take our weapons, or did he take our our bags and stuff too?
So you can see that your bags have been piled up near a stump where he was sitting, but they're not like.
But the weapons are there or not
Yeah,
there?
they are collected
Oh.
with your
So
bags.
do we get our stuff back? Do we get our weapons back?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Can you clarify that?
Doran, can we
You may
Tick-
collect your things when you find me tomorrow.
tomorrow we can have our things back.
Okay, that's better than never.
Food. What about food? He expects to take our food and do something from. This guy gets more and more irritating the longer he speaks. I don't know if we
Is
should
that an
trust this
accent or is
guy.
it just his tone?
The more I don't understand, the more I hate.
No, the more I understand, the more I hate. Unfortunately.
All right. So what's the plan? Oh, sorry.
What's the plan?
I suppose we go to the root
Yes,
cellar
we're
and
going-
pray
You
that it's
sounded
not
really
a
weird there
trap.
for a second.
I have a cold.
Oh, okay.
Because it's always cold.
You always sound like you have a cold.
Oh. You think someone could untie me?
Anyways, let's go to the root cellar.
Hey, what the?
He's just gonna start bouncing along behind you.
Does anyone have like a
No.
hood, or could you pull
Oh.
your cloak up?
All of our stuff is taken.
You have your clothes. Does your cloak have a hood?
No.
What a useless
Well,
cloak.
you could just—it's easy. You just take the bottom part and put it up over your head.
Yeah, people don't really wear cloaks that way.
Well, I don't know how humans work.
I imagine it
But
would
sprites
draw.
don't do that.
I imagine it would draw more attention.
Do we have any sort of illusion magic?
No magic.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought that.
Or would you like magic or would you like death? Because that's kind of the options right now.
I can stay away if it's really that.
You want? Or you could say you're a Doran. Or whatever his name is. I thought, right, was a Doran?
It's Doran.
All right.
I just telepathically. I think it's.
They say names are not exclusive to languages.
That's fair.
That's a noun.
I mean, if he doesn't want to give me our stuff and doesn't want to participate,
How
or
long's your
doesn't
hair? Is your hair pretty short? I can't remember.
No,
what-
it's fairly long. It covers
super
my ears.
curly. None of these guys have curly hair.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's,
judging that based solely off of the one guy we talked to.
okay. I mean, my hair does cover my ears.
Nobody got a hat.
But she's taller than you.
Is that a problem?
I mean, for you, because she can see over your head.
Am I taller or not, Patty? Because just a minute ago you were talking about how tall I was, and now not that I'm.
Okay, I would like to
Embarrassed by
explain
it,
to you
but-
the term relativity. You are taller than me, but she's taller than you. Relativity speaking.
If I don't know what that word means, how do you know what that word means?
Forward.
You know what, guys?
Patty isn't real. It's all of Rowan's. It's all Rowan's imagination.
Maybe
If I can get
Either
my
way, Patty
hands
is the person we
on our stuff, I might have something for you, Rowan.
No, yeah,
might help.
we did not cut we didn't cut the bindings from Patty yet. We haven't decided if we want to do that or not.
I said I can something that can help Rowan.
No, I'm talking to chat.
Oh.
Hey,
Doran's still here.
He is. He
Okay.
is kind of stoking the fire.
Okay. Augustus, what did you have in mind?
So I have this elixir that might be able to help Rowan in a way. For the listeners, it is called the theatrical mutagen.
Theatrical nudity.
How long does it last?
Says the duration is 1 minute, but I have enough sprite glitter to get a couple out.
Oh yeah,
A
you got that
few
for me?
minutes.
So we just need
Ask
need
him-
enough for a few minutes.
Ask him what would happen if I just wandered into town.
What happens if you don't? Or ask him if he would help give us something. He could totally
Sure.
see that we're standing here trying to figure out what to do with him.
Doran, we are having some difficulty with coming up with a way to make Rowan more presentable to.
He will take his scarf from around his neck, which is also connected to his hood, and he will say,
Look at that.
"Here you are."
Okay,
The hood.
wear this.
All right. It's very warm.
It's actually not that he's human, it's the fact that he's blonde.
That's what it is. Yep.
Absolutely. Blondes here.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah, for a reason.
Understandable.
Long racial history. You wouldn't understand.
I just love the mental image of like someone of that regime coming into a Jewish town like 20 years later and being like, why do they all hate me? They're freaking jerks.
It's just a plus sign on my sleeve. That's all it is.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Anyways,
You say for legal reasons? For religious reasons, that's a joke.
For all reasons.
Okay, yeah, but you are now hooded up and all of you are good to go.
Augustus is very sad and disappointed that he didn't get to use his potion.
It's
Maybe
good.
next time.
You can use it on me if you want.
Never mind. Let's go.
Okay. Can you guys help me with these?
You promise not to touch anything
Not even the ground?
with your hands.
Can't touch the ground with my hands? What
No.
if I need to restrap my boots?
You don't have boots.
What if I had boots and then I needed to restrap them?
Well, then, too bad.
Okay, can't touch the ground one time.
Can't. No.
Fell off.
No.
No, what even once?
Mm-mm. Only if you
don't-
fall over.
You don't have a bargaining chip.
Oh, so I can't do if I fall over.
You can't do it if you fall
What
over.
if I pretend to fall over just so I can restrap my boots?
Sure.
Yes!
Alright, cool.
Also, Patty, you can't touch anything but the ground with your feet.
I'm also only cutting off your. I'm only unbinding his feet, not his hands.
Well, I guess that's something. Let's go!
All right, to the root cellar then?
Yes.
All right. As you move further into town, you get a better look at what Doran called Tolasim Terrace. This is a surprisingly lively village despite its small size. You can see that within this green circle of trees, there are plots of land that have been set about for farming. And above each of them, you see these interesting lanterns that sort of shine with a greenish yellow light as they cover these areas. You can see them being attended to by druids as they seem to cast magical spells, and farmers as they plow the fields around them. There are people moving around town with tools and just a general atmosphere of liveliness that is very, very much in stark contrast to the death and the emptiness that you have witnessed thus far on your adventure.
Don't do this. Don't give me respect. Don't make me respect these people. They tied me up to a tree. They tied me up to a tree. They tied me up to.
You even do notice as the temperature seems to rise, though it's not extreme, there is a subtle raising in temperature that makes the cold air feel just a little bit more comfortable.
It reminds me of home, but a lot bigger.
You finally reach the specified building, which you now see to actually be a large tree. You can notice as you look around that many of the trees here in Tolasim Terrace are large, wide, thick-stumped trees that go up not super tall, but are just a very bulky stump with large amounts of branches branching outwards. There is a door set into this, and as you open it up, you see that there is a flight of steps that go down in a circle, kind of following the outline of the stump.
Cool.
I imagine this is the cellar in the
Yep.
root.
Mm-hmm.
You
I think it's
are a
called.
genius.
I think it's called the root cellar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell me if this is a stupid question.
Uh-huh.
Probably is.
What is a root?
It's that.
That?
And he points
Well-
at the stairs.
Well, if you
Yeah,
look,
sure.
if you
Okay.
look at like one of these trees over here,
Mm-hmm.
it's the under part of the tree,
Oh, okay.
the part that's inside of the ground.
Well, he told me it was this thing.
Well,
Remember the term relativity?
Oh,
It's relatively the root.
I see.
because it's the
That's totally clear now.
it's the underground.
Thanks, bud.
And he just like taps you on the back of your leg.
I told you no touching anything.
But you're not the ground.
You're just not allowed to touch anything but the ground when you fall
Oh,
over.
crap, this opens up a whole new question. Do the roots count as the ground?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That was nearly really bad.
Well, the parts that are under your
All right, let's go.
count as the ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you all step down into this spiral staircase. You see as it opens up into a sort of caved out area with dirt packed against the walls, and a few spots where the roots of the tree seem to form these little pillars in the giving it a sort of general atmosphere of hominess. There is a table set to one side where you can see a few people kind of sitting about having a conversation, and there is actually a bar off to the far end with an older elf that is kind of just scrubbing away at the table.
I'm gonna head over to this older elf at the bar.
All right. As he looks up at you, he says, "What are you having?" And he's speaking common.
Oh, cool.
Duh.
I knew that sentence. That's cool.
Is
It's good for you.
God
What are
back?
you having?
We were told to come here and assist, help. We're in a community service loop.
Well, I just finished mopping all the floors, so
Would you like us to mop it again?
Marin, I have a quick question. Is God back again? Because I can hear the words again.
Augustus, this man is speaking our
common,
language.
Yes.
Oh, he's just speaking our language?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind enough to do that.
right, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I can speak Elvish if that's better for you.
No,
No,
only
no,
she
no.
knows that one.
I just figured since
Oh.
you all went out.
No, you figured
I
correctly.
appreciate that.
You bet.
I just thought God was, you were communicating with God, so. Or
Well,
gods?
I think we're all communicating with gods on a daily basis.
Don't confuse
We
him.
Oh,
are
sorry.
we are a new group and we're looking for favor because we want to be known as trustworthy folk around here.
I see. Well, there's quite a few people around town that need help. And some good Samaritans will probably do the people some good.
What's a Samaritan?
Oh, crap. It's someone from Samarita. It's a mythical thing. Never heard of it.
Okay.
From a book. A big one.
really, really big book.
Yeah, well, if you're looking for some work, some helping hands, you could talk to Balaam. I know he's been whining about his forge a lot. He could probably use some help with that.
Cool. I'm familiar with the forge. That would be probably easiest for me.
Looks like you're a strong young chap.
I would think. Hope so.
Strong young chap. Could use a warm drink. He's gonna reach under the bar.
We don't have our currency on us.
Well, if you're gonna help people, then I can help you. He's gonna pull out a glass and pour you.
Well, that's very thoughtful.
You bet.
I will take a swig.
Okay. It is very strong,
Okay.
but it kind of has like a cinnamony flavor to it. I could
Is it-
really get addicted to this stuff.
Is it like bitter or is it like a sweet?
No, it's very sweet, and it's kind of almost like warm.
Is it fruity?
No, she's got a very
Okay.
strong cinnamon, like a hot tamale.
Like the candy hot tamale.
Yeah,
Got it.
Not like he's a hot tamale guy.
I was thinking of the Mexican dish tamales, but
Oh right.
it's like,
But
wait,
that doesn't
what?
exist in this world.
But also does neither does hot tamale candy. Either way.
Are you sure about that? No. Okay.
Do you want me to roll a con save? I don't know.
No, it's not like gonna get you buzzed immediately. It's just you just took a sip. So.
All right. I don't know. I've drinking a lot. I have gone. I'm trying to remember if I have gone to.
Takes a sip. Yeah, I'm a drinker.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I'm an enthusiast.
What's the legal drinking age in Teth?
No.
Well, I would think everyone can because we're
That's
all
what I
sad. Anyway, I'm like,
Doc will
oh,
remember
this is
he's a degenerate on the street.
what is taste? I taste some spice. What's a?
No, those are the gulberries. Keep you warm.
Nice. It's pretty good.
Augustus taking note vigorously.
It's pretty good.
What about you, chap?
Huh?
You thirsty?
Do you have something soft?
Something soft.
Yeah.
The stool's not too bad.
Nice.
You
But
do I
you
dri-
want something that goes down easy? Let me see what I got. And he pulls up a white liquid in a crystalline like decanter.
Mhm.
I dry this for you. Unstops it and pours out.
Sure.
We find out that Augustus is lactose intolerant.
I drink.
It's milk.
We haven't had milk in a while, right? Do we have cattle?
I don't. The only herd beasts that you guys would probably be familiar with would be mammoths that visit every so often.
I ain't milking that.
What?
Well, they're bulls, so.
All of them?
Yeah, in this world, mammoths can only be bulls.
They reproduce asexually.
Asexually. Yeah, they're like the Jurassic Park dinosaurs.
Yep, they all come from amber. Yeah, it's a glass of milk.
Should I roll to see if Augustus is lactose intolerant?
I'm gonna let you make that character decision.
He's probably never had dairy or lactose in his life, so probably yes.
Okay, so it goes down easy, but it definitely settles on your stomach hard.
It'll probably take about 20 minutes, so he's like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah, just drink it slow.
Okay. He's like gonna question it like that and just gonna kind of continue drinking.
Hey, I know you told me not to touch anything, but that looks really good.
I want that. That looks good.
Would you maybe bend the rules a little bit?
How about
I just want his.
You see, he pulls a thimble and just pours in some in there and hands it down.
You don't want my drink. It's too spicy.
Oh, that's good. Hit me again.
Anyways,
Throws up all over the place. Drinking too much.
No, he's still young. His body has
Okay.
become lactose intolerant. I think we established he's like 7 days old at this point. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Very nice. All right. So you don't need any help at the moment here.
I'm good here.
Where's Balaam?
Balaam's Forge or oh, that's right. I haven't seen Jeshua in a while. Could try him too. His little girl went missing, and he's been the same since.
How long ago was that?
Probably about a 10-day now.
Hmm.
He's been pretty grief-stricken since he stopped looking.
Okay. Where can we find Balin and Jeshua?
Well, Balaam's Forge you can hear by the constant tinging of the hammer. But
I was hoping that was the forge.
Jeshua, you just look for, you read Elvish?
Yes.
You look for the sign that says it's the leather working.
Okay.
That's where he's at.
All right. I'm going to head to the forge. Does Balaam speak common?
Oh,
Or
he's one of the youngins.
oh. You want me to write me a note?
Does Jesham speak common?
Nope.
Hmm.
I think most people try to avoid it, what with its relation to Soul and all that.
That
Understandable.
makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, what? Yeah, we all secretly, we're all anarchists to the kingdom.
And since you all seem like nice folk, I can throw in one more thing for you. Lucida. Remember that name? Try not to learn her face. She's not very friendly with outsiders. She's the big guy's wife.
And by big guy, do you mean the Eros or
Eremos. That's the one. She runs the druids around here, and she's got her nose in everybody's business. Even more than me. And I do this for a living.
Marin, didn't your dad say something about druids?
Yeah, that they would be here?
Yeah.
Right.
Something about druid circles? Was it circles?
Squares?
Triangles?
My mom's a druid.
Your mom's a druid?
Yeah.
Well, then how
That's how she knows magic.
She's a druid.
What?
A druid is a...
It's a job.
Yeah, it's a...
Okay.
Like he's a barkeep.
I'm gonna ask a follow-up question. Job.
something you can learn
Roll.
to be.
Occupation.
I think I can
Occupation.
learn to be like re. I can learn to be re.
There you go.
No, you could learn. You can. It's an action or activity you do that
Oh,
you are assigned to or assigned yourself to.
oh, employment.
Yeah.
Nice. Right. Now I'm with you.
I hate this. This is funny. Right. Where do you want to go?
Job.
Really, anywhere's fine. I can help. I can help either.
Oh, you look sad.
Me?
Mr.
What's sad?
What's the barkeep's name again?
I'm quite all right.
Mr.
Elios.
Elios?
Elios.
Elios.
I mean, you can say it however you want, but it's Elios.
Elios.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Mr. Elios?
Yep.
Does anyone speak Gnomish?
Oh, yeah. We got a visitor that speaks Gnomish.
Who?
His name's Hogwarts.
Oh, okay.
Can I get a history check?
From everybody?
Yeah.
His name's Hagrid. I mean,
Hogwarts.
His name's Hogwarts.
what the heck is a history check?
It's gonna be a lore check.
It's a lore check.
Okay. Yeah, lore.
Lore.
I have lore Fey.
Is there?
It's gonna be society.
Yeah, society.
Society.
Sorry. Do end society.
That's the same roll for me, anyways.
Okay.
I got a fitting 15. Buck 5.
26.
4.
17.
Everyone but Marin. You all. Oh, this would make sense anyway because Marin, you've been out of town for so long. But Hogwarts is actually a name you all remember. He was a sprite who used to live in Teth. And he would sell like curious, strange objects.
Was he a scammer or was he a really cool guy that we all liked because he had random junk?
A little bit of both. He's your classic charlatan. Some of what he sold was real, some of it a little bit
Not so real.
not so real. Yeah.
But he was favorable in the town.
Yeah, people liked him, generally speaking.
I know that guy.
Oh, Hogwarts?
That's right.
Nice. We know him.
Oh yeah, he just rolled in 10 days ago. About the same time that girl went missing.
Yeah, that's okay.
Wait, who?
Probably unrelated.
Jeshua's. Oh,
Right.
You weren't around. Hogwarts was
He was a visiting
a
trader.
sales. Yeah, trader. That's better. That's a better word for him.
Yeah, he's a sweet fella. Interesting, but sweet.
He's like you, Patty, but easier to look at.
And less obnoxious.
Well, that makes sense. They look pretty horrendous.
Do you even know what you're saying sometimes?
Huh?
I feel like sometimes you just have words.
I I don't know. Just sometimes they kind of come to me.
Patty, have you ever even seen a reflection of yourself?
No.
Do you know what a reflection is?
Nope.
Cool. Let's go.
Okay.
Well, you sure you're not sad?
Enlightening conversation.
I'm quite annoyed if you mean.
Annoyed.
Yeah.
That's a funny word.
Yeah.
It's kind of like upset.
Yeah, it's kind of like upset, except you're not quite there yet.
I'm not quite annoyed.
You're not quite upset. You're
I'm not
just
upset.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like a little upset.
I mean, I don't feel very upset. Are you upset?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because this.
No, because of
sharing
you.
This white liquid with you.
Because of you.
No.
It's close, man. It's close.
Read the room.
All right. You want to write me a note,
Sure, yeah.
or you can write me a note, so that
Sure.
I'm not talking. Funny, Elios. Patty's on the table.
You climb
Patty,
up
get down.
onto the table to be in front of your finger. Okay.
Patty, get down.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, if you could write, we're gonna separate. You can write a note for him and just say,
If you want, it's pretty slow here. I could just come with you.
that too.
Sure.
Okay, and then we'll go and find the girl.
All right.
Yeah, we can do that.
You can look around, do some investigation.
Yep.
So who want to take it with me?
Me? You want to come with me?
Do you need me?
Where do you wanna-
need you?
You're taking Patty. Yeah, I'm going with you guys.
All right.
Got it. I'm on babysitting
What?
duty.
Why?
You guys are gonna go talk to Hogwarts probably.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's do you guys first. So you guys leave the root cellar, heading back out, and you stumble, you kind of bump into some people who look to be carrying pitchforks past you, and they shove by.
In a normal, I'm a farmer with a
Yeah.
pitchfork man. Just clarifying.
Yeah, they have them raised, and they also have a torch in the other hand, but it seems fine.
And they carrying political signs. It looks like
We don't understand them,
Workers'
though.
rights? I don't know.
a union must be Elvish.
But you push past them and you head over to. You do hear it now that you've been advised of it. You can hear the tinging of a hammer on metal. And eventually you reach another one of these large trees. This one, however, seems to be a little more oddly shapen. Its stump kind of is more deep than it is wide, and there's a little bit of almost like a porch cropping to it. And you can see inside there is an elf tinging away at an anvil. His hair is platinum blonde, and interestingly enough about him, his hair is cropped short and kind of styled upwards, with it being very short on the sides. Sticks out because no one else in the village so far that you've seen is
Such a
shit.
modern haircut.
Yeah, very much. As he steps forward, you hear as Balaam and Elios begin to converse, and he turns to you and he says, "All right, what do you want to ask him?"
What'd you tell him? Do you tell him that we're here to help?
Yeah, I
Or-
just told him that there was a couple of. Just probably shouldn't repeat the word I used, but you're from out of town.
Got it. We got free. Tell him he got free labor for the day,
All right. He turns and after a moment looks back at you. Says, "Well,
and I'm proficient with.
oh,
I'm with the forge.
he shares that as well." Balaam says that he needs some help with. Well, he says that his forge doesn't use fire. Because of that, the stuff that he uses to get it is well, he needs help going to grab some more. Kind of what he said. And he points down at the forge, and you can see, true to what he said, there is no flame underneath in this forge. Instead, you see what looks to be almost like shale, a kind of
Like a rock?
shale-like rock that glows red hot. and it's hot enough that you can see it is melting the metal above it. So it is very
Okay, cool.
But yeah,
Got it.
he says he's looking for bigger pieces. but
More
he doesn't-
fuel.
He doesn't want to go out there by himself.
All right. You can let him know that we'll come with him. We don't have any ways to defend ourselves at the moment. I am trained barehanded, but
All right, yeah. He relays the information and says, yeah, he says he's actually getting ready to make a journey on the morrow. So,
well, we're supposed to meet with what's his name, Doran, in the morning, or
Yeah, we are. I mean,
Just sometime before the day's end.
was that right before the day's
he
end?
said tomorrow evening.
Tomorrow evening. Oh, I thought you said morning. Okay, that works.
Tomorrow then?
Sure. What time is it right now? During the day?
You're at about midday.
Okay. Can you ask him if there's anything you want us to do at the moment?
Sure. No, nothing right now.
Okay.
Asked if you need any better armaments.
Are we?
Just trying to practice.
Are our armaments gone right now?
Oh, you still have your armor on.
I don't know. Do you wear?
I don't imagine
We
he
don't
works with
have
leather,
money on us. I don't know how currency
And-
works here.
and I imagine he doesn't work with leather, so I don't know if there's quite anything that.
No, Joshua's gonna be a better bet for leather.
Yeah,
Do you want a better sword?
we don't have our money.
Well, I know. I'm just.
We don't really do much with that here anyway.
That's what I was wondering.
Oh,
But he's interested in some projects. Maybe if you help him out, he'd be interested in making something for you. You can think on it.
I'm gonna. I will, show my breastplate. I don't know if he's ever tried. Oh, I forgot the term. I literally just got it. Plating. So not actually making the metal, but like putting a thin layer of metal over it. So I show him, and I'm like, I have it's in like an ironwood breastplate.
Right.
I'm
Quite nice.
yeah, I made it myself, but if he's looking, I don't think he would damage it if he tried to put a thin coating of plating. If he wants to try plating it
Right.
or make it more comfortable.
Yeah, he says if you can help him out, we'd be happy to take a shot.
Sure, let's try it.
All right. Sounds good. Anything else?
we need to find a place to stay for the evening.
Do we?
As we don't have.
Rooms? Well, we've got a room, and right now it's mostly filled with barrels. I can make room for you.
Awesome, thank you.
You bet.
That was Elias.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Moving over to the three of you. Were you given directions on where to
You said we would find a sign. So we're looking for this.
Joshua. You're looking
Yeah.
for Joshua?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So you do find a sign boarded above that looks like at one point it said leatherworking,
Mhm.
but seems to have kind of been scribbled out.
Hmm.
But this definitely
With
is
a sad
place.
emoji right under it.
Yeah. This is another one of these large trees with a door in it.
Okay, I'll go up and knock on the door.
Okay. No response.
I'll knock on the door.
Oh, okay. This time, there's no response.
Patty, you try.
I'm gonna knock on the door. Wait, I can touch it.
Just this once. Well,
Yes.
up to 5 times.
Okay,
He only does 3.
I'm saving the last 2.
Okay.
Still nothing.
You still got 2 more. It's only this door.
I know, but I want to keep it for later
Okay.
in case I need it.
Mhm.
Well,
Finally, you do hear from inside a voice in Elvish yell, "Go away! Shop's closed."
Did you say he's coming?
no, he said the shop's closed.
Oh,
We're
you didn't understand that?
Did you understand that?
Yeah, you don't speak English?
No.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. We're gonna tell the worst jokes about him later. In English, of course. Funny, not worse like bad. like funny jokes. Oh, I should have said that in English.
Okay.
I don't know if we're gonna agree on your definition of funny.
That's fair. It means kind of like humorous.
I understand.
Okay.
And anyways,
You guys have so many synonymous words.
Well, I'm gonna yell back in Elvish. We're here to help. We're new in town and we want to help you find your daughter.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
can Patty help?
Yeah.
10.
Okay. I said we're closed. Not looking for any help.
Okay.
Is he coming now?
No.
Oh man, read the room, guy.
Well, Elios said that she went missing the same day that the merchant came in. Maybe we could find him, see, like...
I think the merchant took his daughter.
No, but maybe he could tell us about, like, what he saw that day, or if anything suspicious was going on.
Well, how old is the daughter?
Oh, I didn't even ask. Is it rude to not ask?
Well, we can maybe ask him. Ask him if we can ask him some questions.
Through the door?
Well, he's not opening the door, so.
That's true. Can we ask you some questions through the door?
He says in Elvish. You're up. No.
Please?
Get out.
Okay, he said a new one right there. Was that a yes?
Yes. You should go in. that wasn't even Elvish. Humorous. Oh, I should have shown that in Elvish. Dang it.
I guess this was starting to reach for the door. It's like, so is that a yes or a no?
No.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Man. And I thought Daco was stupid.
I'm gonna tell Daco that.
No, please don't. Maybe we can tell jokes about him in common. Because Nord doesn't speak common.
Daco speaks common.
Oh, you're right. This is getting worse and worse.
Maybe, just maybe, we can speak in Venaran about Daco.
Okay, you speak Venaran?
Yes.
Okay. You do some Venaran.
Hi? In Venaran.
Do you speak Moor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He doesn't.
Yep. That's Venaran. Very good.
Can you give me something in Venaran?
Yep. I'm gonna give you a hug in Venaran.
He just gives you a hug.
His hands are tied still.
It's like he just lays himself on you.
I said no touching.
Oh, dang it. Alright, I'm gonna use those last 2 knocks.
Okay.
I think he's not gonna help us. Yeah.
When the door is pulled open, I said leave.
Oh, hi. I say that in Venaran for some reason.
What the?
We're so sorry. We're new in town and we just wanted to, help people around town, and we heard about what happened and we're so sorry, but if you could tell us,
Nothing better to do.
what happened the day your daughter was missing, or maybe some clues that you found, we could pick up where you left off.
Hey, maybe show him the Lotus thing.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Wow. Nice jewelry. You roll me a diplomacy check.
Yep. Maybe this time will be better.
You can see, I'll just give you a little description of him as you're doing that. He's got copper hair that comes down and is kind of in a braid down his back. And you can see that his eyes are red.
20.
Okay. That's nice jewelry you got there. I'm not really interested in help. But Come in if you want.
Thank you.
Thank you. He said we can come in.
Oh, did he actually say we can come
Yes, yes, we can.
in? Okay.
Jeez, this guy.
All right. So as you all step in, you see that it is a small but well decorated little home. There is a larger bed where you assume that Jeshua would sleep, and there is a second bed to the side of it that is smaller and seems to be very made up. He sits down around a table, and you can see that there are more than one bottle of some sort of alcohol kind of strewn about this room. He sits down.
That doesn't look like the white stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I'm really craving some of that now that you said that.
Me too. My stomach's gonna start to churn.
Can you roll me a fortitude save?
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
That's a 25.
You just feel a little bit of gas start to build up in your stomach.
He probably doesn't feel gassy very often too.
Yeah.
So he's like, what the
well,
heck?
probably when he's down in potions or something.
That's fair.
Yeah. It was 13 days ago now that they took her.
Who took her?
I don't know. I told her that she shouldn't play beyond the edges of the village. She always wanted to explore. She was good at it. She would always find new things.
Patty, can you do me a favor? Can you whisper in my ear about like live
Yeah.
translation?
She would always bring home special things.
Okay.
All right. One day she went out and just didn't come home. I went out to look for her, and the only thing I found was her little cloak. But, yeah. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Crying.
Is it the white liquid?
Partly, yeah. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Is it what you translate back?
Oh, I forgot he can't understand me.
It's so hard to hear that.
And you just see him kind of settle down onto the table.
What's her name?
Lidiia.
How old was she?
More than 10 years. There's not many kids around here, so people usually keep a tight hand on them. Better. I should have watched her. I just get busy and thought she was fine. She'd been fine every other time.
Well, you know what? I vow that I will go out and find her to the best of my ability, and I will do everything I can to try and bring her back.
And Patty's relaying that.
That's sweet.
Sorry. I noticed that there's only 2 beds. Is her mother still around?
Dang, she's
sorry.
trying to
Hey yo.
She got
Hey,
all.
25.
If we find her, do
Is
you
there
need a
a-
mommy?
Is there a mommy around? Because there might be.
I've always been interested in leatherworking.
And how you work that leather, boy.
Oh no, her mom passed away shortly after she was born.
I'm sorry.
That you got no one. You are all alone.
How do you say you?
What happened is not your fault. I think you, from what you've told me, it sounds like you're doing your best to take care of her and that you had no reason to believe that she would be harmed, and I think it's good for kids to play outside and explore and take in all that nature has. So it's not your fault that there's anything bad beyond the village.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
15.
Yeah, but it was my job to protect her. And I didn't do it.
Well, my companions and I are visiting, and like I told you through the door, we're just trying to find ways that we could help out in town. If there's anything that we could help you with, we would be happy to.
I mean, you're welcome to look. We basically had a whole squad out there trying to find where she was.
Sure,
Maybe you'll find something the rest of them couldn't.
maybe.
I know I'll find her, and then I'm gonna run out and just start hoping that Patty relayed the message in time.
Yeah. I'll take you where we last saw her if you'd like.
Yeah, please.
Now?
Yes, please.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, and he'll stand up and take you out, and
You'll see that Augustus is about 20 yards out, walking back, realizing he has no clue what he's doing.
Oh man, what a dummy.
that he does say in Elvish.
Nailed it.
Does he say that in common, though?
Zinger.
Ooh, got him.
Augustus is just gonna dart eyes at him, just like,
At this point, you guys have probably moved away from the forge and are looking for this sign.
Okay.
So you would catch up it. You probably see Augustus run out into the middle of the.
Was I helping him make that breastplate then?
Oh no, he's not making it right now.
Got
He's
it.
gonna make it when you guys finish.
Got it.
your stuff for him.
Got it.
he doesn't just do stuff for free. What the heck?
I think everyone does stuff for free here.
Yeah.
It's an honor system, is that what you
It's
said?
a barter system.
Oh.
But yeah.
Socialism.
No, that's a
Ooh,
bad word. You can't say that.
But
There's no pot. What?
that you know of.
We live in a society.
Yeah. So you guys see Augustus run out,
Oh, great.
get confused, and start walking back. And you see him get super sad as Patty gets an absolute zinger off on him.
Oh no!
Alright, cool. This should be good.
Oh guys, guess we found out. Somebody took his daughter.
Yeah, we knew that.
No, but she's not just lost. Like they took her.
And I thought we were kind of leaning that way.
Oh.
Were we not leaning that way?
Well, no one had said that, but I think it was implied, yeah.
It was applied.
Do you know what? Okay, whatever.
It was applied to me.
We figured it
There was
out without anyone
undertones
saying
of-
it.
Implications.
Oh, application. Okay, I know that word. Okay, yep. So we're gonna go look for it, actually. If you guys want to come with us,
Okay.
I would put on your trekking eyes, and also maybe a coat. It's gonna be pretty cold.
Thank you, Patty.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, Ro, do you still have that bag?
I never had the bag to begin with.
Do you want to go get it?
I do want to put you in the bag very badly.
You know what, Patty? It also might be very warm inside Rowan's shirt.
That's true.
It is very
But then
warm.
you would be touching him, and you can't do that.
Just one more exception.
I just pat you on the back.
$5.
That's too much, I would say.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. You win this time. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your shirt.
I'm even more uncomfortable. All right, so he's leading us out.
Yes, he's gonna start walking you guys outward. You do leave the circle of the grove, and in fact, you travel for longer than you anticipated. It seems like she did actually travel quite a distance from the village, but eventually he does take you to a clearing where it
It's a
seems
trap.
obviously that there's a thick layer of snow, and having been as long as it has, any obvious clues seem to be gone.
Mhm.
This is it. This is where I found her cloak.
Can we investigate?
I would say that's reasonable.
Yes.
You can't investigate, but you can perceive.
Shut the freak up.
Yes.
18.
18. Okay.
All right, gang, let's scatter around and look for clues.
As we move, I'd like to ask just quickly, as you step out of the edges of the village, it does plunge back into darkness. So what are you guys doing for light?
I will light Patty's bindings.
Okay.
And I grab him by the scruff.
Usually I'm against this kind of magic, but I think I'm coming around to this specifically.
Good.
I'll light the emblem on my headband like it's a headlamp.
Cool. I like it. So now we have 2
Searchlights.
lit. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Scanning
Sorry.
for
What did everyone get on
clues.
their perception checks?
18.
16.
24.
19.
Cool. Augustus, as you guys enter this clearing, at first you kind of look around and don't really see anything. However, as Marin turns her head, you see the light of her headlamp, her symbol, lights something glints underneath one of these bushes.
He's gonna like pounce on it almost.
Okay. Yeah, you pounce. You get little
It's a baby
scratches
silver
from the branches of the bush, but you pull it out and you see that this looks to be an amulet, and the amulet has a shape to it. There is a circle. It is surrounded by an oval.
Have we seen that before?
No,
Okay. I'm glad you knew what I was asking.
you have not.
Yeah.
But yeah, you pull it up.
Found this.
Have I seen this before?
No,
What was that's not the
roll
symbol.
me a society check.
That's not the symbol that was written
No.
here, and it's not the symbol that was written on the thieves' maps, was it?
That was
No.
this symbol.
Oh, okay.
As a 4.
No, you don't remember it from anywhere.
It's just too dark out here.
Okay. You want to ask our feller
I don't recognize it.
Patty?
I shove Patty off to the side.
Patty hops into the scene.
Where was that?
He's asking where you found that.
Oh, okay.
He's asking where you found that.
Patty, Do we have any?
Can we put him somewhere?
Yeah.
The shirt's looking pretty nice.
I'm gonna grab him and I put my hand over his mouth again.
You put what over?
My hand over his mouth.
I found it in that bush over there.
Oh. Was that the Shia LaBeouf? Like, I found it in the the way the disco ball. Interesting. I'm surprised none of us were able to find it.
Does the symbol mean anything to you?
Not to me, no. Does it mean anything to any of you?
No.
Mm.
Patty,
Mm.
have you seen that before?
Yes. I saw it over there, and now we see it over here.
Thank you.
If you're asking.
An immersive history.
No, we haven't seen it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's something to go off of at least.
Do you know if there's anybody in the village, and you relate this, is anyone in the village that might know what the symbol is?
So I repeat
chance.
that.
Doran's going to be the most familiar with groups outside of town. He's leads the Sentinels.
We've met him.
Got it.
Oh,
Yeah, so we're actually meeting with him tomorrow.
oh, good. Other than that, I mean, you could try Eremos, but
Is he open to being visited or having visitors?
that's what I was going to say.
No.
Probably not.
Isn't that the lady that's...
No, that's the lady's husband.
Oh.
Linda.
Oh my gosh. No. It's not Linda. Oh my gosh. Loosen up.
That's what I said. That was definitely Eric saying Linda and not Augustus.
Yeah, right. Linda. Register.
Listen, even Patty gets to a breaking point. Yeah. What? So what else there is? I'm sorry, on your perception checks.
I had a 19.
18.
16.
Okay. Daco, you are a little bit more familiar with the wilds themselves. You actually managed to catch sight of a pair of tracks.
Are they for a rock? Bird?
No, they're not for a rock.
Darn it.
They're not bird tracks. They actually look to be.
He's like, what?
They look like bear tracks.
Okay.
But there's something interesting about them. They seem to be very wide set, and in between the sets of bear tracks is like an indentation, like its body or something was being dragged.
So there's a dragging.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, in the snow there are bear tracks in this canal of dragging.
Yes, not very deep, but yes.
Oh, okay.
Looks like maybe it was like its body or something.
Huh, there's like blood stains that lead this way. There's a sign that says the girl was taking this direction. You didn't see this?
No, they actually
They look pretty
to be
old.
fresh.
Oh, fresh?
Yeah.
No, I relay them. Looks like we got some animal tracks, and it looks like they were dragging something recently.
Okay. That doesn't. I mean, is that gonna be?
Let's go. I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah. I guess that's true. All right. We're gonna follow these.
You are welcome to come.
Do you have a weapon I can use by chance?
We don't have any weapons to use right now.
I don't think I should come.
Probably. Sure, why not? You don't have to.
All right.
Didn't want to get my hopes up.
Say, sure.
Okay.
Fair.
And if it's
Let us do all
what I
the...
think it is, then maybe I don't want to see.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
You guys can find me.
We will continue. Right.
You're understanding this?
No, I was about to
Patty,
say.
it's all going through Patty. So Patty's like,
He says you can find it at home.
Yeah, so I was about to say I was like either Barrett or Patty or whatever is translating the important words that I'm saying and nothing else.
He says right. Okay.
Not to be the Debbie
What was his
Downer.
name?
this guy?
Mhm.
Jeshua.
Joshua.
That's right.
Not to be the downer of the group, but I don't have anything that will protect me from.
Oh, you're good. Augustus is already the downer in the group.
What?
You were crying so much yesterday.
You mean to yesterday?
Yeah, when we were in the cave.
You were really cute.
Oh,
That was yesterday.
Right.
I was asleep for a while, so I don't remember.
Yeah, yesterday.
this guy. Okay.
Okay, that still doesn't solve the problem.
No, I say that we go check it out and then not do anything about it today.
Okay. As long
Yeah,
as
that's fair.
You, think it's
You can
safe.
sit and camp or village if you want.
No, I'll go along. I
want to do some scouting and figure out what our options are.
Okay.
If it leads to a cave, then we stop at the cave. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
Sounds good
what
to
I
me.
mean.
Yep, caves are bad news bears.
Bad news boars.
Too soon. Real soon.
Right.
I even like this guy and I agree with him.
Dude.
All right. And as you guys start heading towards or in the direction of these tracks, we are going to take a break. So we will be back with you guys shortly. And we are back. Thanks everyone for taking a little break with us. If you haven't yet, we'd really appreciate you taking the time to like, subscribe, and when this does go live, or when this goes like not live, let everyone know your favorite part of this.
Yeah, the comments you put today do not translate to the comment section
But I think
of the
you can
post.
watch the live chat, so
Yeah,
You
we
can
also
see
appreciate
live
your
chat.
live chats.
Just do both.
Do all of it, yeah. But yeah, and also if you hadn't heard already, we will be doing a little bit of a cast Q&A, get to know us a little bit better, so you guys can hang out and
after party.
we'll do a little bit better of responding to some of our chats. We haven't been very good on keeping up with those. So the guy that asked if I was railroading the party earlier, I'm gonna say no.
You'll say no.
Yeah, I can. When we get there, I can repeat the full question because it's like pretty long.
Oh, it was a big question.
Really big question.
Oh,
It's actually a good question.
oh, dang. Okay, then I'll.
Yeah, you were just wrong for saying that like that. You just totally debased them.
I'm so sorry.
Relatively.
Okay. Relativity.
It's just a theory, though.
A theory in science is real.
A D&D theory.
I don't believe that.
I think we were just making a game theory joke. Science is not real.
It's a theory, a relativity theory.
Yeah, science is
Relativity is real.
To the comments about mic adjustment. Thanks for watching. I know
Jeremy
you out
Sheriff's
there.
nervous take. He just goes.
I know you out there. I know you watching.
Okay.
This one's for you.
Let's pick up where we left off. So, you were following the tracks leading to where this bear creature was going. And after a short time, these tracks kind of seem to get jumbled and kind of messy. As you approach, though, can I get everyone to roll me a stealth check?
Jeez.
As you move, I'm assuming, unless you otherwise state, I'm assuming you're probably trying to move with some level of stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to stealth and
Some semblance of
we
awareness.
Yeah.
if I turn off light, is it completely dark?
Yes.
'Kay.
Except for also for light.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if we stealth good enough, it won't matter.
I rolled a 7. Patty won't shut up.
Well, I rolled a 16, so
I got a 14.
Okay, so there was really no way that this was gonna work out.
No.
Okay, so as you get closer, and as these tracks kind of start to become more messy and jumbled, you hear it before you see it. A low growl of a large mammal as it. And as you swing your head around, Marin, right above Augustus's head
Uh-huh.
is a large white furred bear's face. You can see its maw is red with blood, and it is not happy.
Uh-oh.
All right.
is this
Gus is like, why are you looking at me?
Can I get
I'm looking at you.
shekels from everyone?
is this the one where I stay still, or is it the one where I play dead?
It's white.
You're dead.
We're dead.
All
But
right.
am I dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been fun.
That's been real, brother.
Let me swap the music over.
Oh, that's a juicy roll.
Oh, I love Juicy Roll. All right. It's working. There we go. Let's up this music till we can up the stakes. All right. Does anyone have anything over a 20?
Yes.
Oh, initiative?
Yes, please.
Also, yes.
22.
23.
Oh ho! 23 from Rowan. All right, 15 to 20.
So it's just perception,
Perception.
right? Yeah.
Unless
So,
you have an additional bonus.
13.
All right, and what did you get, Augustus?
A big fat juicy 6.
Okay. I don't know. We should probably discuss what a juicy roll means after this.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's huge.
Clearly.
That's massive. So,
All right. Let me roll one more for the bear.
It's a bear.
Oh crap!
you fool.
It's going to go. Oh yeah, it's gonna go first.
All right. Game plan. Run.
Okay. Actually, Rowan, it's on the same initiative as you, so you will go first. What would you like to do? Let me pull up the map. That might help.
Crying is
That
a
would
free
be nice.
action.
Twould.
I'm not crying. I'm pissed.
Pissing is a free action.
Being pissed is not.
Sorry. Miss word.
That is quite literally not a free action. Getting pissed.
Ah, right.
All right. Boom. And
Hey, I told you you could stay home.
let's zoom in here. Sorry, just pulling up the map for y'all. Can y'all see it pretty well? Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to switch it?
Yeah. I'm gonna switch over to.
I'm the map. I'm copyrighted. Right. Cool.
Okay. All right. So, Rowan, what would you like to do?
Daco, you stupid Zogot. You told us there was going to be anything here.
I never said that. Don't put words in my mouth.
Run, guys. And I'm going to take off in the other direction. I have nothing.
Okay. Let's take a look.
Thanks for helping your
You
big,
have
big old
nothing so
friend
far.
Augustus.
There we go. All right, Rowan, you're going to just start running. Which direction?
The way that we came from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you start running back the way you came.
Yep.
Are you using all 3 actions for that?
Yeah.
Okay. And you have 25 foot movement.
Yes.
He's doing the shabby scoop
Yeah,
run.
you run out of the general area. You are gonzo. Okay, that's it for you.
And
then.
that ends
So
initiative.
the
You just wanted to kill Rowan.
bear is going to take its turn. And just swats its paw down, trying to just crush Augustus underneath its paw.
Oh no.
You know what? I keep thinking that I have a plan to do something, and then I'm like, that's not how rage works.
Does a 28 hit?
There's no way that hits.
Okay, then you are going to take.
He's right behind me.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Isn't he?
14 slashing damage.
That's really nothing, honestly.
Yeah, it slashes down and just actually, most unfortunately, it grabs most of the items in your pack and just smashes them onto the ground.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it
don't
doesn't.
have
If
that.
I
I had a
packs-
pack.
Oh shoot! You're right. So it just scrapes up your back instead.
Yeah, it just hurts.
Yeah, it just hurts.
Real bad. You just got mauled by a bear.
Ooh, you just got bear mauled.
And then it is going to try to pick you up.
Coconut.
So what is your
mauled.
fortitude save? So
You just
your
got it.
DC is going to be whatever your modifier is plus 10.
My fortitude is +7.
Okay. Well, that makes it a 17. He rolled an 11. Actually, he rolled a 12. So he does not succeed. As he tries to pick you up with his bloodied maw, what would you like to do to get out of the way? How do you feel like you get out of the way of this? He's grabbing.
I get hit, and I think it's more of like a comical falls back.
Okay.
And he's
No,
just wasn't accounting for the
You
movement.
fall out of the way. It tries to chomp at you, and you're not there anymore. And then it's going to use the last of its movement to make a step so that it is squarely between Augustus and Daco. Not invoking any opportunity attacks. Okay.
Crazy, this bear knows combat tactics.
Oh, you didn't know? This is Mega Bear.
This is Polar Bear. Polar Bear know everything.
Okay, next up in initiative is
Ice Bear,
Maren.
no.
I'm going to cast Tanglefoot on the bear.
That's big.
That's huge.
Hopefully.
No, actually, he's just size large. Sorry.
Damn it.
12.
12.
Yeah, 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Oh, it's a hit? It's not a
Oh,
save?
wait, no. Wait.
Is it a save or is it a hit?
It is a spell attack, yeah.
Okay.
Darn it.
Yeah, that does not hit. That's
huge.
2 actions.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 1 more. What would you like to do?
I will.
You have a trusty little gnome friend. That's
Yes, I was gonna heal Augustus for
What,
1 action.
me?
Yeah.
I think she was talking about me.
Are you still holding?
All right. Are you just using it? Yes, it's a
Daddy?
single action heal.
Yeah.
So that's just a D8,
Just
right?
drop
I'm
him.
now a D10.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fancy.
that's a lot for you guys.
Yeah.
0.
0 is 10, right? Yep. Okay, 10.
No, it's 0. Sorry, you didn't take any healing.
yes.
No, that's max. That's good. Awesome.
Well, actually, I don't think
Cool. Are you just like kind of bending down and picking
Yeah.
them back up? Cool. All right, that's it for Marin. Next up in initiative, I think, is Daco. That is correct. Daco, what would you like to do?
what size is he?
He's large.
Cool. All right, but I don't need to walk out to him, right? He's right in front of me.
Correct. He is like kind of standing up on hind legs over you.
Okay, I'm gonna bonus action. Sorry, bonus action. I'm going to first action, rage.
Poggers.
Go! Get out of the way! Grab Merritt, grab Augustus, and get out of here. And I'm have Patty. I'm like, like have Patty in my hand. I'm like, run! And I just chuck him. So I'm raging and I'm running. I'm going to throw the hardest punch I can.
Okay.
I'm gonna one punch him
take
in the
out that
face.
fist and punch.
I'm using
Action to load your fist.
Furious Finish. If I think I have to.
You just insta burn it.
I get. Yeah, you gain a circumstance bonus to damage. Okay, it is to damage. Into one final blow.
Nice.
Using that to.
And that ends your rage. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
that is 1 action. I don't know if I like these gloves for ruling days. That is not very good. Hopefully his AC is low because he is a beast.
Maybe his
I know.
AC's high because
He's fat. My to
In fact,
hit
a beast.
is plus. Holy crud nuggets. Let's go. Okay, this is plus 8. 14.
does not hit, unfortunately.
Cringe.
Does that still end your rage with that finisher?
I think it does.
Okay.
Not that rage does anything.
So Daco just. Sorry, just yawned.
After this strike, your rage immediately ends, and you are fatigued. Okay.
Oh, you're fatigued.
I
as well.
fatigued, which is not as big as it sounds.
No.
It's just I lose -1 to AC and saving throws.
Still kind
That is pretty huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not. Oh, I just go back to what I was 1 level ago,
Okay.
so it's not super bad.
Okay.
It's not like you're allergic to everything, and if someone touches you, you die, like it is in D&D or whatever.
That's Patty.
For my last action, I would like to grapple.
Okay. That's gonna be an athletics check. Go ahead and make
Okay.
that.
Is that what it was, or was it attack?
It was in athletics.
That is a 25.
Oh, you got it. All right. Yeah. How are you grappling this bear? This bear up on its hind legs.
I'm probably like around his probably just like kind of like jumped and just like flying it by its neck, whatever.
Okay. Oh, so you gotta jump.
I'm
right
like
to the-
wrangling it.
Cool. So you're like hanging from it.
Go, run.
Okay. It is. I think, is that grappled? Is that how that works? Okay.
I think it's still restrained, I would believe.
Cool. Then that brings us to Augustus.
Hi.
What's little man doing?
Can I make a perception check to see if I can find any sort semblance of ingredients around?
Yeah, you bet.
All right.
Let me do a little crafting.
Oh, that's a nat 20 plus 5.
Not 20.
Was it a critical success or was it a regular success?
It was a regular success.
Okay. Your target is grabbed until the end of your next turn unless you move or your target escapes.
Okay.
That's what it says.
You said you
It's
got
grabbed.
a natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
So
Plus
for
5.
that- Yeah. With a natural 20 plus 5, that's a 25.
Mm-hmm.
You would be able to find a small batch of leaves. These would be Aldwar leaves. There's the stocky plant you see growing underneath some rocks not too far away. And then you can also see that there are some guberries not far from you as well.
Guberries.
I'll mark those on your map.
Awesome.
I'll mark them on your map.
Let me see real quick.
There's a difference between grabbed and restricted.
So your Aldwar berries are going to be there, and the guberries are growing right there. I'll make them different colors so it makes it a little easier.
Okay.
Aldwar will be the yellow.
Flat-footed and immobilized.
All right. So I'm closer to the gubberries. I guess I'll just run around and disengage.
Okay, so
So I think disengage first and then go that
okay,
way.
yeah, step this way.
Does he have to disengage wall?
So that's a good ruling to bring up. As far as I understand, moving within engaged range still invokes opportunity attack.
So he's
No, but he's
flat-footed
grappled, though.
and he's flat-footed and immobilized.
Oh, okay. So flat-footed will reduce his armor class.
Right.
Immobilized, I think, means he can't move.
Right.
So he could still make opportunity attacks. Yes.
Okay.
So if he wants to do that, to perform any manipulate action or must roll a flat check to perform any manipulate action.
Gotcha.
I don't know what that means.
So a flat check is going to be when you just roll a d20.
Well, I know what that is.
You know, I think
I don't.
you have to be-
Was manipulate that won't apply here, right?
No, this is just an
Okay.
attack. Okay, so you're stepping away. First action. Oh, sorry. So you spent one action to perceive, one action to step, and then you're just running up with the last one.
Yeah, running up to the.
Guberries.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, they are right there in front of you. So you just kind of step up, and you see a little patch of berries growing on the base of this tree.
All right, sweet.
Okay. That brings us to the top of initiative. Rowan, you have run away.
I'm gonna look around and notice that no one has.
No one's followed you.
No, not at all.
Yep.
And I just obviously see Daco hanging off of this bear's neck.
Like a necklace.
Yeah.
You also hear Patty. Rowan, they're not running. They're not running.
So I'm gonna.
Can you do the lighting thing again?
That's a good question. I'm gonna run back into about 25 feet at least.
Okay. So yeah, you use 25 feet of movement, gets you to about here.
I don't see that on the map.
Oh, you cannot?
I cannot.
You're pretty zoomed in.
Allow me to zoom in out. How's that?
Okay.
Weird,
how
because
far?
you're like more
Wow.
zoomed out on here than you are on there.
Oh,
No, you're good. You're good. It's just a delay. How far are you from? Or how far am I from the bear?
At this point, you are 35 feet.
Okay. Well,
Pick up a rock and throw it.
so true.
Grab his head and twist it. Twist his head.
Let me see. Can I try? I am going to hopefully can I walk in another 10 or so feet?
Yeah, for sure. So that would be your second action. To move.
Can I go lightning go and like point?
Yes. Roll me a will save.
You-
21.
Okay. How does this happen, Rowan?
So I imagine he pictures his sister.
Okay.
In his mind, because that's what he remembers being the catalyst for this, and he looks the other way and fires
Okay. You fire this from your finger. What are you firing?
an electric arc.
Cool.
So it looks like it is a reflex save.
I can do that. Ooh, that is not good. He rolled a 10.
It does not save.
Cool. What happens?
I'm gonna do 2d4.
Ooh, very cool.
3 damage.
Very cool. All right. Rowan averts his gaze. Nevertheless, he fires, he sticks out his finger, and all of you watch as a spark, like lightning, flashes within the darkness, jolting outwards and striking the bear in its side. You can smell burned fur as this lightning collides and does damage.
Here we go again.
It doesn't seem to have done very much, but it is something.
That will end my turn.
Cool. Next up in initiative is the bear. So he is with Thaco still swinging around his neck. He's going to try and does he need to do?
He makes an escape action.
And that's an athletics check.
It's against. This is reading because this is legacy and it's a little bit harder to find the rules for this. But this one is reading that he makes attempt to check using your unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect, which in this case is my athletics DC.
Okay, so what's your athletics?
My athletics is a +8.
So it would be an 18.
Okay.
He needs to beat an 18. You said it's a
You can use your
unarmed attack, right?
You can use athletics or unarmed attack modifier.
Okay, that's a 23. So he is going to he's gonna bat you off of his neck.
You get a free remove. You get free and remove the grabbed condition. That's
Cool.
really all it does.
So yeah, he bats you away, knocking you back into the space that you were at. You kind of, with your monkey agility, land on the snow. And then he's angry at you specifically.
Cool beans.
So he's gonna take another swat. 17.
Miss.
Oh, all right. He's gonna try again. He's got one more action. 15.
Miss.
All right. Yeah. You're just agilely dodging out of the way as he
Why haven't you left?
just swinging wildly in the darkness. That ends his turn. So Marin, you are next.
I'm gonna try Tanglefoot again.
All right. Do it.
Yeah,
This is the one.
it is not the one.
This is the one.
10.
Nope, 10 does not do it.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say, Marin, can you make some water?
I need some imbued water.
Like, what?
I will let you, if you want to do that, you can use one action to imbue water, and then you would need to use the other action to throw it to him.
I only have one action left, so.
Well, you can imbue it. If
But
you
I have 3 actions on my turn, so.
This is true. If you'd like, you could use an action to imbue it.
You have water?
No, he has ingredients. Oh,
Yeah,
you
I've-
can use the snow.
Do you not have any?
No, no one has water.
I mean, there's water skins.
Wait a second. Lightning just struck this area, so
Yeah.
there would be some melted snow.
Okay. Then I'll. I'm like, okay. And then I'll do that. I'll imbue the water.
Cool. A little puddle of water as this magical energy coalesces inside
How
this
convenient.
puddle of
Yep.
water. And that will end it for Marin.
This will end you.
Now it is Daco's turn. Sorry, Augustus. Daco, what would you like to do
For what?
for your turn?
Oh, it's back to me.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to grapple again.
Okay.
I said leave!
All right.
Why are you still here?
Make your athletics check.
Not as good. 10.
Ooh, that does not succeed.
I'm going to punch.
Okay. Does that count?
That's what I'm going to look up. Well, I think it does count as an
believe that
attack.
it does,
Do you
yeah.
think it's an attack?
So you'll have -5 for your second attack.
Yeah, it counts as an attack.
Are you using this with your club?
I don't have my club.
Oh. Who took all your stuff?
You did.
Same person that railroaded us. I'm just kidding.
Whoa! No. Banished. I rolled an 8.
No, that does not hit either. So one more action.
I will swing again. This
Okay.
time,
That's a
desperately.
-10.
This time, desperately. Ooh. Okay. Minus how much?
Well, it's -10 total.
Okay, -10 total. Okay, so it's a -2. 16?
Oh, barely missed.
Dang
His
it.
armor class is 17.
I feel blubber as I punch him. I'm also can't raging, so I'm not doing that much damage anyway.
Okay, yeah, you take your 2 strikes, and both of them collide, but yeah, they do not have the power that you hoped they would.
The fatigue.
That's what it is, the fatigue.
I can only rage once per minute too.
That ends your turn.
Hmm.
Augustus, what would you like to do?
I would like to.
Here, let me put
Dance.
on a map where your little puddle of imbued water is. It's gonna be right here. There you go.
Nothing is so bold.
This
as
gutberry plant, is there like leaves big enough to at least like pool a little bit of water?
So it's kind of like I imagine it looking a little bit like holly, where it's got little berries
Mhm.
and then little leaves around it. So
Okay.
nothing that would really.
How about this like tree thing right next to it?
Yeah, the tree definitely has big leaves.
Okay. I will. Or is like a loose piece of bark maybe?
Yes.
That I
I'm not
could.
gonna make you roll for that. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a loose piece of bark.
All right. I'll basically just take a loose piece of bark and the berries,
Okay.
and probably that'll use an action to grab
Yep,
that stuff.
yep.
Yeah.
Then I'll run
Rage
over
once
there
per minute.
Okay.
and I'll just kind of like throw everything on the ground and start like doing a crafting
Yep.
check.
That's a fast crafting, right? That's your feat.
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, you do that, and then as you all just watch Augustus furiously mixing things in the snow, you pull up. I guess in this bark that you now have in your hand is your potion. What did you make?
I made a serene mutagen. So
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
what it does is you gain an item bonus to will saves, perception, medicine, nature, religion, and survival checks. And it improves. The bonus improves when you attempt will saves against mental effects.
Okay.
But the drawback is you take a -1 penalty to attack rolls and save DCs of offensive spells.
Oh, cool.
So you can use this as a
I know
weapon too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This bear's gonna know all about religion, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He is
That
a very
ends
religious
your
bear.
turn, so that'll be top of
Meets
initiative.
God.
Rowan, you are still reeling from this magic that you have just cast from your fingertips of your own volition.
What have I done? I'll think about this later. Let's try that again.
Ka-chow! Fly!
Go.
Saldania.
The Spider-Man scene. Ah, go web.
Go, web, go!
Fly.
I like it.
Sorry. Can I throw another electric arc?
Yes, do it. Do it.
Shazam!
Shazam.
This time I'm going to push a little bit harder. Again,
A little bit
this
of
is
gas comes out.
reflex save for him.
Oh, okay, cool. Ooh. That is a 14.
Does not
Okay.
succeed.
So what is the damage?
He dies.
Nuh-uh.
5 damage, and it's going to push him 5 feet backwards.
Ooh, which means
Opportunity attack.
opportunity attack. Yeah, go ahead and make an attack.
Prepare to
that's
take
actually sick.
1d4
And you
of
can also make an opportunity
damage.
attack, Augustus.
So
Do I have a multi-attack penalty, or do I?
not
For
on reactions.
for those of you watching at
I will
home,
check.
the cantrip did not push him 5 feet back. That was a special feature that we'll talk about later.
cool.
That's a mystery tool that we use.
That's a wizard tool that we use just now.
Am I able to use my opportunity attack to try and fling up the concoction
I'll
out?
let you make a throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna, if you're trying to get it in his mouth, I'm gonna make the DC kind of high to
Okay.
throw it in his mouth. Yeah,
All right.
go for it. Did you make an attack?
I did.
What'd you get?
21.
21 hits.
Prepared.
I got.
die. Prepared to die, bear. Tiny dice.
22.
22.
Does that work?
Yeah.
The cabal.
Yeah, 22 is good.
He takes 8 damage of
Very nice.
bludgeoning. That is the max I can do.
Okay. So yeah, what does this look like? You got your mark.
He's just got it, and like he just got done like kind of like smashing everything in there, and just like kind of like using his fist, and so
Yeah.
might be a little bit of blood in there, but it doesn't matter. And then after he's done with
Same
that,
here,
and he's gonna see he's moving away. I'm like, oh no! And just gonna like kind of like throw it at him. Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
just
Yeah.
it's blind luck pretty much.
Yeah, and as it
Does it work?
flies backwards, you see its mouth wide open.
I punch its jaw open.
Slow motion. There you go. And as his mouth is wide open, just this perfect arc.
Comically large arc.
He's- Does it alter his physical form in any way?
No, he just
Okay.
feels
It makes him serene.
Oh, okay.
Bro
Yeah.
tasted the McDonald's.
Yeah, you gain
Sprite.
inner serenity focused on fine details and steel
What is
against
cranberry?
mental assaults.
Interesting. Okay.
made with real cranberry.
I am in that case.
But you find
is your spell?
you find violence off-putting is the description.
You find violence off-putting.
Yeah.
What is your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is
It's gonna be your attack modifier.
Your spell attack modifier plus 10? Or
Plus 10.
I think that's a 16 then.
Okay.
what's class DC? What is that?
As this bear gulps down this serene mutagen, you watch as it hits its back, rolls over, sits up, and just gets on its like four legs in front and just kind of sits there.
And says, oh bother. Oh bother.
And then it gets up and slowly lumbers away. If anyone would like to continue attacking you, you can.
I'm not enraged, so I don't need to.
Okay, yeah, it just gets up and walks away.
Wild.
With the effects of this serene mutagen kind of making it feel more calm and at peace, it no longer feels the desire to attack all of you. And it just waddles away. So, yeah.
Sweet.
So
We need to be quick.
let's go now.
Where did
Agreed.
the bear come from?
Where did it come from?
Yeah.
The way that you guys were. Oh, you're saying like most recently. It was standing above Augustus, so it's to the north of you. The north being this way.
And that's where he went back to?
He just starts lumbering off to the west. So not in this direction. Not in the north.
I start heading north.
But he had blood in his mouth.
Yes, he had blood all over his maw.
Do you still want to enter the cave after that?
I gotta see what's going on.
Okay.
All right, I grab.
I'm like
I,
panting.
I grab Patty
I
as
gotta go.
the lantern, and I
Yeah.
I start
Patty's still
heading that
glowing.
way.
Yeah, light is not concentration.
With ethereal light. There is not a cave here.
Do we?
But
We're gonna head up.
as you move around using Patty as a torch, you definitely are able to find what this bear was chowing down on. You see it is definitely a body, and it is definitely humanoid.
And it's definitely small.
However, it is not small. And something particularly strange is that you notice it's wearing dark purple robes.
This do I recognize?
I would say at this point, yes, you would definitely recognize what you see here.
It's the Google Gaggle app.
Its body is torn apart. You can see it is frozen solid in a lot of places. However, it seems that the work this bear did managed to break open its rib cage and start eating the contents inside. But it is frozen.
Okay.
Solid.
Gross. I'm gonna take the robe and kind of hide the exposed corpse.
Okay.
And I'm gonna carry it back.
All right.
Roly, you okay?
Hopefully they have answers to whatever this dude.
This is the first time I want to further Patty's questioning. Are you okay, Rowan? Is he okay?
I don't know.
Big D?
Did we? Are you okay?
Was that lightning? Did we see lightning?
Yeah.
I was too busy.
Was it leading?
Oh,
There was
yeah.
definitely lightning that
I
flew
was-
past us.
I was too busy.
I forgot about the lightning.
I'm gonna let him breathe. I'm gonna head back before the bear gets a little bit excited.
Yeah, Rowan, we're gonna head back. Take your time.
Except don't take your time because the bear might come back.
Ooh, yeah, don't take your time.
I'm gonna take Rowan by the hand. Let's
I'm just gonna follow your lead.
go back to the village.
I'm going to also take Rowan by the hand.
I'm gonna take Augustus by the hand.
What are we doing?
We're off to see the wizard.
I swear, if we start skipping, I'm kicking you.
I don't know. I just felt like this is the natural progression of things.
Oh, I'm sorry. I realized. How do you hold both your hands?
I will
Oh, yeah.
fall to my knees at some point and just sob.
Okay. Yeah. After traveling not too far.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay.
My back hurts. I can't carry this guy for very long. I'm so tired.
Patty, I think
I'll see you
needs a
guys
hug.
later.
You got it, dude.
He's gonna come and put his still tied hands around your leg.
It's alright, bud. It's okay.
This man wore the same clothes of the people that killed my parents.
Oh. That's rough.
Killed my sister. Or at least I think they killed her. And I
stop in my tracks.
I didn't think I'd ever interact with these people again. I thought they'd be gone. I don't know what I thought.
It's alright, buddy. Let it out.
Do you think this man might have been responsible for taking the girl?
No, I don't recognize him.
He's definitely in uniform.
You said they killed your sister?
Yeah. And my parents.
Does not bode well.
No, buddy. Seems we have a trend.
If these people kidnap that girl, we have to stop them.
And this time, we'll have weapons.
Yeah. Get it together, Rowan. Okay. We'll go back and we're gonna ask if they.
Yep. Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Hey, the tone is very melancholy right now.
I don't know. I don't deal with this kind of stuff.
Let's go.
It's okay.
All right. Crack my back. Okay.
All right. And you all head back towards the village. Eventually, you roll up to Jeshua's tree, and you can see that the door, though it is closed, it is no longer locked. You try the hand of weapons.
Jeshua?
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to show him this
Well.
guy or anything, but
We
is there a police? Ask him if there's a police force or guard that we can be deferred to.
would Doran and the sentries be considered like the guards or law enforcement around here?
Yeah.
Okay, we found a man that had been mauled by a bear.
Oh. You see he stands up and he kind of seems to stagger as he does so. Clearly inebriated. Actually, Patty says,
Clearly inebriated.
Your consistency with your vocabulary is
I would
all
say
over the place.
It's inconsistent.
That's what I meant to say.
um,
Which brings me back to my point.
yeah, he walks up and he kind of stumbles as he does so. What's this?
We followed the fresh tracks just to scout out. There was a bear, and he was eating this.
Well, he's human. Any human that's dead is a good human in my book.
He said any human that's dead is
Patty.
I already in a poor mood. I am gonna walk out at that comment.
Okay. Yeah, I think the Sentinels would be the first people to take this to.
Okay.
I'll take you there, and he'll lead you to the south side of town, the southeast, to another tree. As you step into this one, you can see that this one's a little more set up like a tower. You can see there's a ladder that runs up to another floor, and from there seems to be a vantage point. But as he steps in, Doran, they've got something for you. At which point, someone slides down the ladder. It's not Doran, but you do recognize him to be one of the other elves that was with Doran when you were first.
Was he the one that hit me? Actually, was the one that was going to hit me?
It is the one that did hit you.
I wouldn't have known that though because
Oh, yeah,
he
so
was
then you
behind me.
So then you wouldn't know this one. You would have only seen him from originally when he showed
Got
up.
it.
I'm sorry, Doran's away at the moment. Can I help with something? Oh,
We were outside of the village investigating the
Body.
the girl that was missing, and this man had been killed by a bear.
okay. Yeah. You're hoping to find clues to the girl's whereabouts, or you'd like us to
Well,
look more into this?
both, I suppose.
Are you asking him about the uniform?
So this these robes that he's wearing, one of my companions says that he's seen them before. He said that men wearing these robes killed his parents and his sister.
Oh my. I'm so sorry. He says to you in Elvish.
But yeah, we don't know anything else other than that.
I see. I unfortunately do not have any more answers for you. Perhaps you could take these to Lucida. She's more familiar with religious groups, and these robes do appear to be religious in nature.
Okay.
She may have more answers for you.
Mhm.
Does he know anything about this thing? I pull out
the
that little
amulet.
symbol amulet thing.
We also found this while we were investigating.
The pair together do seem to symbolize some sort of religious markings. I would recommend Lucida would be your best bet.
Okay. How can we find Lucida?
She resides in the tree closest to the central grove.
Okay.
You can find her there with Eremos.
We were told that we couldn't yet speak with Eremos. Do you think it would be best if we found Doran?
Doran did inform me of that innate fact, and I would recommend avoiding Eremos at the time being. Lucida could be found in the root cellar most evenings. She tends to linger there with the others.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you'd like, I can let Doran know.
Yes, please.
Perhaps when you meet with him on the morrow, he could have more to tell you.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'll see it done. My name is Isham,
Isham.
by the way. If you need anything. Once again, I'm very sorry for your loss, sir.
And I'll translate that to Rowan.
Does he not speak Elvish?
He was the one that knocked me out.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so he would know that. Never mind then. Retract.
But also, no, but I just a sour mood. I just kind of ignore it.
Okay.
Especially since he's the one that hit me with my own sword.
Right. I'm also sorry for my earlier actions. Yeah, so what's the plan now? He will take the body from you.
Cool.
Keep it with him in the tower.
All right, should we?
Let's go to the root cellar.
Well, either way, we have to go to the root cellar because
Right.
that is where we are staying for tonight.
All
and
right.
you do see as you step out that it is, at this point, evening. The lights of Ember's Embrace have dimmed and are getting dark to the point of...
Elios offered us a room, though it is more of a stored room we get to lay in.
I think that's totally fine.
Arrival real estate, baby.
Right.
Maybe all that white liquor we could drink.
Right.
Does your stomach hurt, by the way? After a pound of that, I am super gassy.
I've been guessing this whole time, yeah.
I knew I spelled something.
You see the... and a little bit of Sprite glitter comes out.
He doesn't have a vial.
Just claps it in his hand.
Oh.
All right. You all head to the root cellar, and you can see that as evening has come on, there is a much livelier crowd here. Other tables have been pulled out, and people are. There's a general sense of merriment here.
Did you take damage?
Me?
Yeah.
I took 14 hits of damage, then I got healed 10.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, as you enter,
I definitely still have marks on my back.
people are cheerful, and there seems to be a general air of, if not merriment, then pleasure about the space. People seem to be playing games,
Easement.
drinking. But yeah, you all step in, and what would you like to do?
Well, I would go to Elios. He's the only one that speaks common, I guess.
Another one for me, sir.
Hey.
Sorry.
Another one for me.
Oh, found your way back.
Yeah.
Good, made you in one piece.
I would like to make a perception check to see if Haglin?
Hugglewort?
Haglwort.
I'm gonna ask him if under
Lucida.
breath is Lucida here.
Oh,
Is Lucida in the room?
you can't feel the aura. The general winchiness. She's over there. And he points with his head, and you can see, as described, there is like a table.
There was a visible white orb around. I'm just kidding.
Well, almost. That what it is like there is
You see
one
people
woman
go
at a table, and there is like a space around her where no one is sitting. She just kind of is watching everyone.
Does she have the cheese touch?
Yeah, the same one. She got it from Chirag Gupta.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
There's a little deep cut for my Diary of a Wimpy Kid fans out there. Were you doing something?
I was gonna roll perception for Haglwort.
Oh yeah, go for it.
11.
With the sizable crowd that has entered into the root cellar this evening, you can't find him among the patrons.
While I overheard this, I'm gonna go pull up a seat immediately right next to Lucida.
Oh, what's Rowan doing?
I don't know. I'll follow him.
Oh, thank you, Elios.
I sit down and realize I don't speak Elvish.
What are you doing at my table?
I grab you by the shoulder and I lift you up, and I force you to bow, and I bow, and then we leave. And I leave you to it.
Oh,
How bizarre the ways of foreigners.
I'm So sorry. I'm
Sorry,
Marin.
my brother.
New,
Yes,
clearly. Where are you from?
Teth.
Teth. Is that somewhere I should know?
No. It's a very small village.
I see. And what has given us the honor of your presence?
Our village is starving, as are, I assume, many villages. And they have been cut off from the kingdom. I believe that I have been called by Avena on a quest to find a way to feed my people.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
Be aware that she said find a way, not to get food.
That is a 13.
How bizarre.
How was
I would imagine, as the head druid and primary vestige of Avena, I would have had some forewarning of your arrival.
no!
However, I have not seen anything in my prayers or in any of the rituals that I have done.
Well, were you seeking to aid other communities?
I seek knowledge.
If
I
you
have not received the knowledge of your coming.
maybe
Well, you know I'm here now.
Well, I was fortunate enough to find my way here, and I believe that is because I was guided by Avena, but we can believe differently.
If it's true that you were brought here by Avena, and that you do not blaspheme her name, I will give you the benefit of the doubt in that assumption. Then perhaps I could be persuaded to extend some level of kindness towards you.
I'd appreciate that.
What do you need from me?
So, we were allowed to enter this village on the condition that we would offer our aid to those in town.
Yes, can you actually tell me who it was that let you into town?
I'll show the brooch.
The Sentinels. They gave you express permission. Well, I'll have a word with Doran.
Augustus, do you still have the insignia?
Oh, I imagine that
Dependent.
Augustus is wandering around right now trying to look for Hagelworth. And actually, I was imagining that Augustus probably at some point slips through the crowd and bumps into Marin while they're talking.
Okay.
He's like, hi,
Augustus,
hi, have you seen Hagelworth?
no, I don't know who he is.
Oh,
Expressly rude.
So
Oh.
sorry. He's one of my traveling companions from Teth.
and then he'll say in Gnomish, big,
Babe.
I bid you greetings.
basically I apologize for the interruptions.
She will respond in Gnomish.
He starts cussing him out.
Has your family trained you in any better manners than this?
I have your family.
I haven't seen my family in probably 4 years now. So
Oh, you mistake my question for concern. Clearly, you have not been trained in any manners.
it's been a while since I was trained in anything. So I trained myself now.
Very nice. Well, your
Augustus.
friend mentioned that you have something you'd like to show me.
Oh, yeah.
So we were out
I'm Augustus,
trying to
by the
help.
way.
Fetch her. She does not reach for your hand.
He'll sit there for a good solid 5 more
Super
seconds.
grinning.
Anyway.
Oh, okay.
we were trying to
Oh.
help find the girl that was missing, and Augustus found this, and we were told you might recognize it or tell us what it is.
This?
Yeah, the necklace.
Where did you get this? You found this?
Augustus found it in a bush
In a bush. Near here?
outside of the village.
A venison bush. Can you take me to this place?
Certainly.
Good.
What is she saying?
Not
Okay,
now.
okay.
I need to speak with Eremos. Tomorrow morning, meet me here, and I will take. I need to see this.
Okay.
She gets up very quickly and just exits the room without another word.
And you can see all the minimal tension in the room dissipate.
Immediately, the area is filled with patrons.
Everyone sighs at the same time.
What did she
I'll
say?
watch her leave.
Oh, thank goodness. Then it gets louder.
Now we bust
Yeah.
them.
That disco
She
ball
wants to meet
descends
with
from the
us in the
ceiling.
morning and
Okay.
take her to where we found the necklace.
All right. Who was that?
That was Eremos's wife. She's
We're not supposed to talk to her.
no, we're not.
Oh no.
But
I-
but she's the only person that knew what that necklace was.
That's true. That's
What did she
true.
say?
She seemed startled by it, and she wants to meet with
Did
us
she
in the
give
morning.
us any? Okay. Well, I'm off to bed.
Good thing we
then.
don't have anything going on in the morning.
They have something in the morning.
We
think I'm gonna be
have something going on in the morning.
I have had so much of this.
Good, you could stay in a barrel.
I found out it's called milk.
Yeah.
Did you know that the whole time?
He told us it was milk. Did he tell us it was? I thought he told us it was milk.
I must have been out. It's strong.
Right.
The hard milk.
Mike's hard milk.
Mike's hard milk. That sounds horrible.
Wait.
No.
I guess it was the Elios's hard milk.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I should probably hit to bed pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Are you coming with me tomorrow? In the morning?
I made a promise.
Balaam?
Will you, before you go anywhere, will you let us know? I need to resolve this with.
Of course.
Okay, then yes.
Okay, you don't have to come.
No,
but,
I made a promise.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'd be happy to accompany you.
Yeah. They'll need help.
We're gonna be mining.
Well, biting.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Foraging for rocks with weapons of hitting rocks.
You seem very
that
proficient
sounds-
in that.
I don't know, that sounds kind of spooky.
We probably might be in a cave.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with these guys.
That's probably a good idea.
But what
Better
if
yet.
in the cave you find another Ree?
You probably
No.
won't.
Place read.
Better
What
yet.
about array?
Array?
Mm-hmm.
Like a set of different things, like an array?
Yeah. Of Rees.
Oh.
Better yet, why don't you stay in the room that we will be staying in tonight?
And you could have more milk.
You can sleep all day,
Oh. But does sound.
but you can only touch the milk.
Oh, you say I can touch the milk?
The
Shake
milk.
my hand, good sir.
Can't touch his hand.
Dang it. Thought I had you on that one.
It's like as if we're trying to like prevent a mystical creature from like entrapping us, but in reality we're just so annoyed with him. People coming in the middle of the video are like, what happens if they shake his hand? Literally nothing.
Not necessarily.
It's like the same vibe as like the vampire trying to trick you into letting him
Can
into
I
the
come in?
house.
Can I come in?
Can I knock him in?
Yes. Oh, damn it.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do with this evening? There's plenty of alcohol flowing.
And my bowels are good.
I would like
flowing.
to drink.
It's about time.
Probably drink a little bit and
No, I'm
Head to bed.
get some
Come on, big
calories.
boy, let's go to bed.
He's like,
I'm just gonna ignore Patty. Walk right past him.
patting because he's not allowed to, so he's just like patting the air.
Let's go. I'm gonna take this guy to bed. Not like that. Just take him to help him sleep because he's tired. It's sad.
I think that's a really good idea. Make sure to take plenty of white liquid with you.
yeah,
so-
Milk. It's called milk.
milk. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Make sure to give him plenty of your
Don't
milk.
tell him this, but he really likes bedtime stories.
Oh, do I have a good one? Did I ever tell you the story about how I got my name? It's a good one. You're gonna like it. Come on, let's go.
Rowan and Patty will walk away.
But first,
Zinger.
a glare.
All right. What are the rest of you doing?
I need to replenish some calories.
Alcohol's the best way to do it.
Fatty, bready alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, Elios brings over a tray full of tankards, all containing that spicy cinnamon tasting alcohol from earlier. And you guys begin to drink.
As I said earlier, Augustus will continue to expel calories.
Yes, Augustus leaves the root cellar and finds somewhere
Straight ripping it.
to relieve himself. Marin, is there anything you would like to do?
I think Marin will also take a seat and
Cool.
take some of the cinnamon drink.
All right, and as you all enjoy probably your first evening of reprieve since you've ventured out from Teth, we will end our session there.
Sweet.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching, but don't go away. Don't leave yet. There is more. We are going to do a little bit of a hangout group. Q&A, get to know the cast. So if you've enjoyed it, we would really appreciate you again taking the time to like, subscribe,
Hit that bell.
hit that bell icon.
Share.
Future notifications.
Just click the share button. And then click copy link, and then you don't have to do anything after that because that counts.
Oh,
I
or
found
you
that
can
out.
share it. We will also accept that.
Also that. If
You
you don't
share
want
it
to
with
share,
people that you think would like
You can
it.
also just send it to yourself. Like, that's
Yeah.
cool.
But yeah, we're gonna take a little break, get things ready. You guys can go to the bathroom, but we're gonna get things set up, and then we'll be back with you just in a moment. So don't go anywhere. Yeah. All All right, we are back. So thank you guys for hanging out. If you're still here, we're back. We're here. We're all here.
And we're back.
What you got there?
Nothing.
Okay, yeah, we're not sponsored by anyone, so he's just eating no brand, no food.
He can't.
No brand, no
I
food.
don't think they can see the
It's a-
box.
yeah.
Yeah, the box is not here.
You want to pass me one of those no brand, no foods?
Hope you brought enough for everyone.
I did.
We already saw Tyler's question about everyone's thoughts on Patty.
Yes.
Jared, what were you telling us about it?
So for the most part, we think he's hilarious here. Although, as you can probably tell, we're all a little bit annoyed, by the things he does and says. Don't get me wrong, we love him. Well, Jared loves him out of character. Rowan not so much, but we will have to wait and see for more Patty in the future.
This guy, man. This guy with his DM NPC.
Oh, yeah.
Literally
no, okay.
railroading everyone with Patty, making all the combat attacks with Patty. Patty's just doing everything.
Patty's too much, honestly.
Slash
No, I'm
ass.
kidding.
I am
No.
kidding.
Patty's stab block.
Actually, the main villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say Eric also loves Patty. Augustus just is not used to tasting his own medicine, so which is quite ironic because he does that all the time. So.
Yeah, and that would explain why Dako is not affected by Patty. Because he is used to.
Tyler, yes, I do have your other questions. So actually, that's a good point. You can also do that as well, Vanguard. Jared is actually going to lead out our question.
Yes.
Of this. So, did you want to do any introduction or anything special? Or you wanna...
Well, I just I'll be moderating tonight. What I was hoping we would do is we have already got some questions of
Don't forget.
long time viewers.
It's right here.
Yeah, yeah, we've got it. So I have a couple questions already lined up, but we do want to answer chat's questions as they come. So I see some questions already lining up. We will get to those, and don't worry, your questions will be answered if you ask them, because we have an audience that's large enough for us to do that.
Cool.
But first and
love.
foremost, yes, we do. First and foremost, we do want to go through some questions that we already have lined up.
With that question, whenever you get to it, can I ask that question? Can I reword it and ask it?
Let's actually start with that one.
wanna start with it?
Because it's a good question.
Really early too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read the question.
This is from Twitch chat, by the way.
This is from beginning or towards the beginning of the game, and then I'm gonna reword it for Logan.
Okay.
So, Anim5 says, "Odd. Is there any outplay of this scenario where the players are not required to be knocked unconscious? This is when we're being confronted by the elves at the beginning. Did they have any other choice but to fight, lie, or flee?" And so I'm gonna reword that a little bit to ask Logan. Logan, what is your in terms of sandbox and sandbox versus railroad? What is your balance? For every
We start with like the most
intense.
yeah. So when you do a game and you come across or you have an event or an activity, what is like your scale for that?
I think in general, we've played together for a while, so I like to run more narrative driven games. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that they're railroaded, but that they're more scripted, I guess you could say, in the sense of one event follows another. For me, I think that I like doing it that way just simply because it allows you to put in a little more thought into the story and allow things to happen in a certain way. That being said, even though it's narrative, a lot of the choices that players make will still inform that narrative. In regards to this question specifically, I did kind of script that event, only because Daka was the only person left standing.
Would you have allowed me to leave and run away?
Yes.
That's probably the main question.
If you had passed that
Both checks.
perception check and gotten away, it obviously would have been difficult, but yes, I would have let you get away and maybe, sit on the outside or whatever you wanted to do. But yeah, as far as where that goes, I think it was a scripted event, even though it wasn't necessarily like railroaded per se. Hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah, Adam 5, I don't think you're in chat anymore, which is fine. It's been a minute since
That's a good question.
we
to
last
ask
talked.
anyway.
But if Adam 5 is watching this later, I hope that answers your question. Okay, we're gonna start with some questions. Like I said, I'm gonna moderate these, and I will be watching chat. So I know I said don't ask questions until the chat section, but if you have follow-up questions on certain questions, I'll be looking out for that. Exactly. Yeah. I'll be looking for that as well. Okay. So I have quite a few, and they're all ranging from gameplay mechanics to personal lives. Well, yeah.
Personal lives.
Yeah. So
Doxus on.
wait.
From John says, "What is your home address?"
IP address, social security number, and
mom's credit card number, please.
3 on the back.
This is a pretty broad question, so this is open for everyone, except for Logan in this one.
His last one's from me, so
Right.
that's why.
And I'll put my thoughts in here as well.
Who's this one from?
It doesn't say. I apologize.
today?
No, it was
That's Tyler then.
okay. Tyler, this is a question from you then. It asks, what was the inspiration of your character's design and backstory? And if anyone wants to watch that, or if anyone wants to start that off, please.
I think Patty's a character.
Get out of here.
Pretty narratively.
I imagine there are some Patty questions that
All
are
right,
coming
so
for
you
ya.
tell us every character we've come across so far.
Yeah. Does anyone have a? That's actually a good question. I like that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start.
Go for it.
So, I was one of the later people to create a character, and
He was late.
yeah, I was late to the party, so
No, he's just late to making his character on time.
yeah, because I'm always late.
You were late. Just kidding.
No, but so I just heard that, like, just hearing that it's a dismal world, and there's a lot of people that like are depressed in the world. I really wanted to follow kind of like the theme of the light and the darkness. I just wanted really Augustus's personality and demeanor to be representative of that, and that's kind of where I started off with it. Little details fell into suit, like what race he'd be, like how old he'd be, and just other small details with his background and stuff like that. But
Cool.
But for the most part, yeah, that was kind of just the thought process I had in creating Augustus, and it really kind of drove me to really like how Augustus formed.
I like that. Cool. Anyone else?
So the inspiration for
Just laughing because Marin's character book is 5,000 pages long.
I love writing characters. I do creative writing on the
that's
side, so I'm more experienced in creative writing than I am with playing tabletop role play games. So
Understandable. Have a nice day.
so the previous D&D campaign that I've played with this group, I played a bard that multi-classed into cleric, and she started out very nervous and reserved and kind of paranoid and not very trusting, and over time opened up and learned to be more faithful and more trusting of people. So I wanted to do a reverse of that. I wanted to play a character that is starting out very faithful and very trusting and very good-hearted.
I love, and yeah, because I remember you guys talking to me about your characters, and we actually had talked at one point about changing we did obviously change the arrangement of how everyone's seated from our last campaign, but we had talked about further altering it only because the way that it ended up working out was the like happy positive side of the table was over here, the negative like sad boy side of the table was over here.
Yeah.
But now it's just kind of nice because I just feel like I'm in the middle of like hot and cold. So,
Andrew, how explain Daco?
So we were given a certain amount of races to pick from, and I've never
Cheap DM. Couldn't find the budget to add more.
Couldn't
races.
have the budget to add more race. And I wanted to try something that was it started off with every character that I make. It starts off with like a what I think would be fun to play, and which Venarin are a new race to me. I don't think I've ever been able to play a monkey person before, so I wanted to try that. But after that, everything was trying to make a more dynamic character. I didn't write 5,000 pages, but I wrote 2 pages of notes and descriptions of my backstory for Daco. And I tried. My goal was to aim for more of a more I guess in-depth character, a little bit more in-depth, a character that a little bit more. I already said dynamic, but dynamic. Because I wanted to play a character that wasn't stereotypical in a very one-note way. Because I've played a lot of characters that are just very loud and very
not like very like outspoken.
Very outspoken, or characters that are very or have a very almost all of them had an accent of some kind, to put it, and for me, I've done acting in high school competitively, and I wanted to try. It's always hard for me. It's easier for me to do the wackier characters, or the characters that are very distant from my personality, or very cartoonish, or characters that are very have a bigger presence on scene, than it is for me to do more of a natural character, or something more realistic. And I wanted to challenge myself again with doing something like Daco. A character who is a lot more in his head, maybe, and but not very like a cliche in terms of characterization.
Yeah, if I can, I don't mean to cut you off, Jared, before you get the chance to talk. But it was actually, as we were getting to you, I thought it was really interesting to think about, because I remember us having a conversation about your character.
I was actually going to talk about that.
Okay,
during,
then I'll let you tell.
Yeah. I don't know how many in chat played in the West Marches game that we all played together. But I played
a bunch of our
yeah. I played a character. His name was Tamiel, and as many of you probably recall, he was fairly controversial.
The worst.
No, and that's fair. If you have that opinion, I don't mind. No, you're fine. You're fine. It was a difficult time in my Dungeons and Dragons, experience, because it was something that I wanted to try, and it didn't work out the way I wanted to. It almost blew up in my face. And so Logan and I had a pretty long discussion about how I wanted to play characters in the future, because I felt like maybe I was playing the game wrong, right? It felt very... I had played a lot of fun characters before, but something about Tamiel definitely scourged me a little bit the wrong way. And so I had a like I said, pretty long conversation with Logan, and I was like, well, I don't really want to, have a person. I kind of want to be someone who is just there, kind of like the saltine cracker of the group of flavored chips that we have here. And so we had this conversation, and Logan really helped me get back onto the idea that just because I had a difficult time with one of my characters and had a hard time, and he talked to me a lot about that, and I want to obviously thank you for that. It was a great moment, and I believe in our friendship that kind of changed the way I feel about the game itself and about the people I play it with. And I think that's super important when getting into TTRPGs. Is the game's only as good as the people around you make it. And I was very blessed with people who strive to make it as good as of an experience for me, which I think is something that really, inspires me to continue to play the games.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of people. I've seen both Tyler and Vigard talk about their characters from the West Marches game as well.
Yeah,
I think there was a lot of fun characters from that game, but I think that one of the things that I've learned having run it in my experience, and it's funny because we just got like super deep with everyone's characters all of a sudden. But one of the things that I think is really cool, and one of the things that's so accessible about TTRPGs is the fact that you get to play it a lot how you want. Some people play different, like you can play the same game, and I've heard so many people say this, but you can play the same game and play it completely differently. For me, I really, really, really love character-driven, narrative-driven games, and so that was one of the things that we talked about when you were making your character. We were just like, I just don't know, like, how to do that, and so if I also am not super experienced with TTRPGs. I've been playing for a little over almost 6 years, a little over 6 years now. But I've also done a lot of creative writing, and one of the things that I really like and that I think is really important for anyone that wants to make a good narrative character, the advice I could give is sometimes your weaknesses are more fun to play than your strengths. And having the two things that really stick out to me, and I'm just gonna be quick because I want to be able to move on to other questions, but the two things that stick out to me is having something that your character wants and having something that your character needs. And almost always, if you're doing your character right, those two things should be opposing one another. So for instance, like if you have a character that wants to be a great hero, maybe what they need is to learn to be humble, or that's just an example. There's other things you can do, but I think if you're gonna write a character, that's a cool way to do it. Yeah, for me.
No, absolutely. Cool. Okay, let's move on. We've got a lot of questions to get to still. Give me a second. Okay. I actually wanted to ask a follow-up question because Logan doesn't have a character, and he doesn't often get to have a character in the games that we play. What do you think your favorite part of each of our characters is interesting compared to like some of our, because you've seen us play multiple different characters and multiple different
Who's your favorite?
Yeah. Who's your favorite and why?
Who's your favorite son? Who's your favorite kid?
No.
Patty. Gadrius.
We'll keep this one short. If you could try and answer with a sentence or two about each of our characters and kind of what
short paragraph
what
each.
I like about your characters, or what's different about your characters.
In a sense of more so character. So how have we as role players changed from what you've once known from characters to what you see now?
Are you asking in comparison from our character idea before the show started?
I'm talking about
characters.
Yeah. I'm talking about any previous character, how we have grown as players.
Oh, in development as players overall.
Correct.
With
in acting or role playing and that sort of
regard. I'll answer this one, but yeah, shoot your question in chat. We want to hear it. So as far as like how you've grown as players between characters, well, one of the things that I think is fun, I'm going to answer this generally, hopefully this hits all of you. I think that D&D also sometimes acts as therapy. At least for me.
Communication with people other than yourself? What?
Well, I think for me,
and expressing,
at least, maybe
no
this is me just outing myself, is sometimes in the NPCs I make and sometimes in the PCs that I make, you get to kind of explore ideas that you have in your head or things that you're thinking about, and sometimes those manifest as like deep parts of yourself. And so one of the things that I think is really fun with all of you is that the more I see you guys get into character, the more I see like you get injected into that character. And it's not always the same parts of you, which I think is cool. Like it's not always I know sometimes I make the joke that I'm like, oh, all my characters feel the same, like they all end up being the same character, but it's like different parts of who you are kind of get put into that. And I think that's always, that to me is the sign when I know somebody has really immersed themselves in a character, is when they've kind of put themselves in there. So sorry, I didn't answer that for each person, but
No, that's fine.
I like
That's
that.
that's a good overarching answer. Okay. I actually, because it relates, Vigard asks, if you, Logan, were to be a player in a campaign that played once a week for as long as you wanted it to, but you never got to DM again, would you do it?
no.
Yeah, I assumed that was going to be the answer.
I think I'm too much of a control freak now.
Yeah. Yep. That's a good question. Okay.
Yeah, I like that one.
Alrighty, let's go on to the next question. Let me check my list real quick.
Let me ask. I want to ask chat while we're answering. What is, like, we were talking about characters and the things that you guys have put into your characters. What's a favorite character that you guys have had, and what was the thing that you connected to the most about them? Just kind of think about. You guys can put your answers in chat. Yeah, which characters you connect to the
That
most
is-
and why?
And there is a delay, so just
We are looking.
answer that with a statement. My favorite thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So that we remember that we asked that question.
Yeah. My favorite thing is start with like my favorite character was, and why.
Yeah. Okay, Eliza, let's start with you here. What are your thoughts and feelings on playing Pathfinder in regards to being D&D player beforehand? Well, again, you could tell your story, but yeah.
Well,
Huge D&D player.
I know.
You could say that about
It's-
Starfinder or Pathfinder as well.
It's all the same to me, unfortunately, because my first time playing D&D was our West Marches session last year that we've been talking about, and before that, I played Starfinder.
I was gonna ask, do you know those kids that grow up in like duolingual homes?
Yeah.
And how they end up like just not knowing which one's which?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that's Eliza.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I'm just flipping back and forth between a Pathfinder sort of style and D&D.
I
so-
imagine you're probably a little bit more familiar with the Pathfinder-ish system, given that you started Starfinder. But
Yeah.
wrong.
So since I started on Starfinder, I kind of get Pathfinder. It was pretty easy to pick up. D&D, I guess I've played longer because that campaign was longer than the Starfinder campaign.
Sure.
So I did get used to what my character was able to do in D&D, and some of those things are obviously a little different in Pathfinder. So I'm just getting used to what my character is able to do and what all of the spells like mechanically do. But as far as the system as a whole, it's pretty much all the same to me.
Real.
It's completely foreign.
I like it. Thank you.
on a scale of 1 to 20, what would you rate Pathfinder to
You can roll
your
it.
past experiences?
That to Marin or Eliza.
Yes.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 20,
Yep.
20 being the
The
best.
highest. Yep.
I don't know, good 15.
Okay, 15. It's pretty good. It's pretty
Nice.
good.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Eric, your experience with Pathfinder, what you like?
I think overall, I think I prefer so far Pathfinder over my experiences within D&D.
Hot take. Why is that?
Yeah.
Give us more.
Yeah, 'cause I hate this. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Hey, running it.
For me, I feel that I hear that a lot of people, because I've only have experience in 5e, and I've heard a lot of people say that 5e was the one where like it was like, oh, you have more choices and you are more freeform to do whatever. But D&D compared to Pathfinder feels so much more restrictive to me, which is funny enough, because I feel I have it feels like an open book for me to go ahead and just kind of write whatever I want into it. I can, really build my character up, and I don't have to follow specific rules, it feels like.
Yeah, I think kind of what you're talking about for me is like the character creation part of it, where you don't have to pick a subclass and be stuck to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
That's a thing I like about Pathfinder. I think too, one of the things I like about the rule set is the ability to like, sometimes you get into that analysis paralysis of like, okay, I can do anything. So now I can't think of anything to do. And
Overwhelming options.
yeah, so what's nice about Pathfinder is they have a lot of rules for a lot of things, and they kind of code out a lot of what you want to do. And again, like any TTRPG, if you don't want to use them, don't use them. But they're there, and they're useful. We have a whole sheet. Look, I can show you guys. There's like 3 pages on here. Like,
Yeah, that's
these
what I
are
was
just
flipping
things
through.
you can do in combat. Like, they have rules for a lot of
And
things.
there's actually more. There's actually more
Oh yeah.
than that's on that page. Like escape isn't on there, which is
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that they kind of make available for you, so that for those people that are like,
Escape is on.
I don't really know what to do
Grapple
because I
is
just feel
on.
kind of
Right.
stuck.
grapples.
It gives you a
Yeah.
lot more options, which I think is really cool.
Which is
Mhm.
Out of 5 potions, how many potion do you rate it out? 5 being the highest. Pathfinder.
Oh, I remember Agni's sacrifice. That was a good moment.
I would say probably 4.5 potions.
4.5 potions. You heard it here first.
Somebody donated a potion.
Andrew, quickly,
Potion. Well, good
your
luck. Yummy.
we've heard a
Potion.
lot about
Like,
this.
Yum.
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 We just slowly develop into an NPC campaign.
Quick,
campaign.
quick response
Okay,
from
question?
you if you would. Yeah, the same question. TTRPGs,
For what?
Pathfinder.
v D&D.
Yep.
Pathfinder versus D&D. So I don't feel like I have enough to have a true opinion.
Can you have a false opinion?
But so far,
Yes.
I can say that Pathfinder is way more customizable for character building, which I think is one of the funnest, if not the funnest part about TTRPGs is making the character. My wife loves Baldur's Gate, but it's hard for her to get past character creation. So she's made like 7 characters and played a few minutes of it.
Do the same thing.
So
Out of
out of 5,
How many out of 2 banana? How many banana?
we haven't brought up bananas. There's some. I have a response to Daco's bananas in this game. We haven't got to it yet, so
Nice.
I'll
That's
save that
good.
for later. Out of 2 bananas,
Out of 2
yeah,
bananas
so you can split it into like thirds and
a
stuff.
banana split.
or
then.
8s?
Oh no, you can't actually do bananas and eighths.
Can you not?
There's a law against it.
Yeah, it's the.
In the
Never mind.
Okay.
Specifically Solheim. So the elves are okay with it.
Yeah.
A banana split, everybody. A banana split.
We give it a banana split.
Out of
Cool.
5.
I
2.
I also like Pathfinder. Pathfinder good. I'm very comfortable with D&D 5e. I have
It's
no
comfy?
problem going back to D&D 5e. I haven't been keeping up. I know that the new rule set dropped.
I would say that Pathfinder's magic is way more complicated.
Yes.
At least for me.
Yes, that is
That's one of the reasons why I didn't pick a magic caster.
Well, the fun thing is I'm playing a magic caster that doesn't know he's a magic caster quite yet, and obviously you guys can tell that. Yeah, I don't know the rules. Here's my character. I am also
That's a sly way to slide in that I know nothing about the magic system. So
I do know enough that I can get
Yeah,
away.
we can get by.
Right,
There's
but-
there's some correlation, but
Right,
you have
right,
to
right,
do
right.
some more small.
oh, quick
for
one,
fine
quick fire
print.
one. Can I jump in here with this
Yeah,
one?
go
Everyone's
ahead.
favorite
Wait.
class.
Before we do that,
Probably history.
out of 16 PTSDs, how much do you like
16 PTSD.
Easily a 14
Out of 14
PTSD.
non-flashbacks. How many non-flashbacks would you rate?
At least 14 flashbacks. I'm in therapy.
all right, sweet.
Okay, yeah, quick fire round. Everybody's favorite class.
Favorite class in Pathfinder?
Let's do D&D.
Yeah, I mean,
Since it's a little bit less of a
Just
list.
general.
Yeah, in general.
well, give me a second. Don't
Yeah,
go,
that's
don't go
all-
to me.
Quick fire.
So I am a huge fan of Bard. I actually haven't played a Bard with this group yet, just because I feel like I go a little
Did you
overboard with the Bard.
Starfinder? Was your Starfinder a bard?
No, he
I
wasn't.
remember her character was
Yeah.
Eliza loves Bards.
I've only ever played bards and clerics.
real.
That being said, I do love a paladin from time to time. Tamia was a paladin,
Brother, I
but
said quick fire. Come on.
sorry.
Quick fire. Favorite class.
Cleric.
I would have to say, I don't know.
I'm changing it,
That's
Ranger.
Alchemist.
Ranger.
I sleep around, so
Ooh, this one's for me. I'm gonna try to do quick, but
Rogue.
This one, literally for me, I do play a lot of rogues.
Rogue.
I play high charisma rogues though.
Rogue.
I love playing my rogue as a bard.
That's probably what I might end up
High
saying
charisma
too.
rogue, or I've again in Baldur's Gate 3, I've been falling in love with the paladin. So
Paladin's dope.
I'm also a big
Dude,
paladin.
Oath of Crown Paladin is my favorite. Is probably I've only played it like twice, and it was the one time I played it. And I'm so sad because it was a one shot, but like it was like one of my favorite characters I made. Totally knockoff of Optimus Prime, but still, it was so much fun. I used my channel divinity and raised everyone up from death saves. And it was so
If
much
you
fun.
ever get the opportunity in your life to play swashbuckler rogue,
I would have to say
Logan supports.
I would have to say Rogue. My answer for the quick shot would probably be
Okay.
Rogue, but which is I started with the Bard and I just hate illusion magic.
So
And that's its heavy thing.
Rogue,
I would say also charisma based Rogue, which is funny.
charisma-based Rogue. I'm a Ranger. I don't like Gloomstalker because to me it's
Hottest take of the
too
night.
min-max for me.
It's pretty min-maxy, and you might as well as play a Rogue.
Yeah, no,
hi, welcome
absolutely.
to our Pathfinder TTRPG stream. We're talking about the 5e mechanics.
Which is funny enough because I was about to say it might be more fun to try Pathfinder Ranger at some point.
So I actually have one on deck. He is a Beastmaster Ranger.
Oh, yeah, that was your
and he
first character.
has a large honey badger, and he is a small character, so he rides this
Throwing
badger.
dice. You guys know what's in
It probably won't come in this one because he lives in a forest that is not
Dead?
living in. Yeah. So if we ever do something outside of Lumira,
Says Tyler. It is
you will see him.
Swashbuckler Rogue has to be the best subclass for Rogue in 5e. Anyway, next question.
I wish Trickster Rogue was better. I wish
I do too.
Trickster?
the Arcane Trickster. I wish
Yeah,
it was
has to be-
better.
I think, in my opinion, that is the worst Rogue subclass.
And I wish it was better because it has so much
Good
potential.
idea.
It's
Yeah.
I don't probably for the player handbook probably worst one, but like I tried like the Mastermind one, which is so complicated. Well, not complicated.
I wish
That's-
Mastermind was good too.
It's so cool in like
Shadows
in
Rogue also
theme.
is not great.
It's just a lot of them don't
Rogue
work.
that's Bard. Shadows Bard not great.
Yeah.
That's like Bard wanting to be a rogue, but also a wizard, and it's just not great.
Yeah.
All right. Next.
Okay.
Eric, what
I was just gonna say my favorite class to play is small creatures. Anyways, let's move on.
That's what I was going to say. Anything that's less than 3 feet.
top to be one of my favorite genders.
All right. This is a more player question. Andrew, what is Dako's most beloved memory? And I want to be clear, you do not have to say anything that will come
Yeah, don't
up.
spoil the campaign.
Right, will come up in future.
Yeah, we saw. Who asked that?
Let me
Sorry?
Google the term beloved.
Yeah, Vigard trying to get us to spoil the campaign. I know. What
No
you're doing.
spoilers. No spoilers. You could save your question for later. Okay.
He's like, so if you were to describe the BBEG and exactly their motivations, what would you say they were?
And then if you were to give like a stat block specifically for the players to look at, just to view.
Just as a thought. And where will we find him if he was there?
Actually, I won't say that.
So,
I think the players know the BBEG, but that is a different story.
Which
That's
might
a story for another time.
Yeah.
That's kind of. She said that.
it's so that's hard. I don't know if this is beloved. I'll give a beloved one, and then but there is a memory that Dako is obsessed with that I was wondering if that would fit for this question, but I will leave that for later. That is more fun to discuss in character later, or come across in game. I think if this was this in character question, like I have to be in character.
No, you don't have to.
You can't prove that.
You don't have to be in character.
Oh, no. Okay.
Just about
character.
about Dako. Yeah.
Okay. I think probably I think his most. It would be the memories when he would like nostalgic memories before everything went hard. As a kid, I was probably playing with his brother when he was like 4 or whatever, 5, and just hanging out in the woods and picking berries and climbing trees.
If you want a sneak peek of what that relationship was like, go back and watch episode 1.
Yeah, it's damaged. So it might be hard to see that. But yeah, I think it'd be something like that, just like childhood memories, childhood enjoyment.
Real.
When the snow was fun to play in.
Yeah. I would say similar to Daco, Rowan had a really good experience with his family. For those of you that haven't been paying attention, he is adopted by
Ito.
Yep, Ito.
Best guy, best dad ever.
Yeah.
Number one dad of the year.
He
got my vote.
He's got some trauma. So everything before that was kind of good for him. Eric Augustus, what's his favorite memory?
Augustus's favorite memory is probably when Marin said that he's a magic user.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
It's a good memory. It's a good
That's
memory. You were
pretty
all there
solid.
for that. Yeah.
because that's the first time he's
Someone
officially been
bel-
acknowledged as a magic user, and he's obsessed with wanting to become a magic user. So
Which is a really fun dynamic, guys, to play. I just out of experience, I think it's very fun.
The dichotomy of the magic user
Yeah.
that doesn't want to be.
I've never played a character that has been afraid of anything in particular, and I really like the stereotype, the archetype.
Yeah, we haven't come across any
Yeah.
fears
been
of
fun.
Daco or anything.
All right, hit us with
Yep.
it, Melissa.
So Marin is an only child, and her parents run the apothecary shop where the plants are grown inside the house and in this little shed that they call the greenhouse, and they're maintained magically. So when Marin was a child and her magic powers first manifested and she was able to cast light and make a potted plant to grow, her parents were just overjoyed and said that she was gifted and blessed and have praised her ever since. And so she's always trying to
I
yeah.
liked when you explained your parents to me, because it was just like we were trying to figure out exactly the dynamic, and then I think I said something about like they're kind of hippie-ish, and you're like, oh yeah, they're total hippies. And I was like, oh okay, I can do hippies.
all right, real quick, I want to change my answer to Marin's answer.
Okay, cool. So your favorite was when she
Exactly.
Okay, along those lines, because you don't play a character, except you kind of do. Everyone's favorite Patty. A question directed at Patty, also from Vagard.
Were those questions for Patty?
It is. Yeah, we've got some
answer as
questions. You may. I would really prefer you didn't, but you can. That was coming from Rowan, by the way. So, if you could choose between a safe, warm, and cozy home or wild adventure alongside the party, what would Patty choose?
Warm, cozy home. Every
Nice.
time.
We just really haven't come
does-
across one of those.
He doesn't like adventure. Patty's afraid of everything. So
That's fair. Yeah, he and Rowan are in the
same boat.
same boat.
Yep.
But what if Patty was never able to see Rowan ever again?
Cozy warm home.
Okay.
Yeah, he lost his best friend.
Rowan's not his best friend?
No. Rowan is his stand-in until he finds a new one.
He's rebound.
Rowan's shirt.
Was rebound a pun?
Oh shoot! This question has been asked. This question has been asked 14 times, so I have to say it. If you guys, so they said, Eliza, when are we getting art of Elios's hard milk? I want to buy a 6-pack. That's so crazy.
I see it. It's 16 different times now.
Fulton, we will get to that. The controversy is real. It is there. It needs to be addressed. We will talk about that.
Let's just say,
Guys, we're not gonna talk about that.
let's just say that Daco is not beating the
We're definitely
allegations.
No. Okay. I want to close up with the pre-made questions in just a couple more questions, and then we'll open it up to
Yeah, if you guys,
chat.
so we're gonna finish up with these questions here. If you guys have them, have questions since we've been talking.
Well,
chat.
right. We'll do one or two more. Let's talk about going live for the first time. How does everyone feel about, in person versus going live? Eric, do you want to share thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, since you were the last one to go live today.
That's true. Okay.
Still got zinger. Yeah, still got zingers.
Zinger.
Live or not.
So for me, I hate hearing my voice. I can pay way too much attention to what's going on whenever I listen back to it. But being here live, I really enjoy it. Actually, it really it forces me to hone in and focus more on the game rather than just doodle on my phone or make sidebar comments and stuff like that, because I like to make goofy jokes a lot. I'm sorry.
No, it's great.
But
Yeah.
Okay,
Logan, go for it.
no, I was just gonna finish off with saying
I think for me, since I was a child,
This is always gonna be loud.
I just want to start with the story here. No, since I was
From
a
the
child,
beginning.
I've loved to perform. I'm a natural born performer. Even if I'm no good at it, even if I don't have an audience, I love to perform. I feel like I should not have ever watched The Office because it made me start doing the gym face at the wall when I was like 10. I'd just be like... and there was never a camera. So I love to perform. But like, in general, what I mean when I say that is like, I love a lot of people talk about like you get so nervous when you like perform. And like, I've always felt that. But to me, that's always been like a motivator. Like it heightens me, it gets me energized, and makes me excited. So
Sure.
I don't know. That's what I enjoy about Win Live versus not live, just us.
Liza?
Just the two.
I like that because we are sharing this story with everyone, that people know what I'm talking about when I draw art of our characters.
She gotta get the good.
She's addicted.
I just think it's funny because we're all like, yeah, I like doing it because I'm super cool and all this.
I really like showing off.
Sharing this with everyone, like you guys are so good. I'm like, okay, fine. You just suck. That's fine.
Well, I draw for fun. It's my creative outlet. It's my catharsis. It's what I do to wind down and de-stress.
Big words over here. Wind down.
Patty understood all.
So when I have the free time, if I'm not working or doing school, then I'm drawing because that's how I relax. And I like to draw fan art. I've always drawn fan art of characters. I love character design. I love trying to draw like little comics or scenes when I have the time to. And so kind of just whatever series or movie or book I'm obsessed with at the moment is what I'll be drawing fan art of the most. And when I got into playing D&D, the media that I was consuming the most was the D&D session. I wasn't watching a ton of TV, so naturally I ended up drawing fan art of our sessions. And so I enjoy drawing our character art for this session. I enjoy drawing fan art of our characters and what's happened in our session so far. And now if I post it on Instagram, people actually know who the characters are instead of just like, who is this?
Lovely.
Yeah, plug @Hawken_headlines on Instagram.
That's me.
That was the wildest moment of my life when I was like, we had started this campaign. You're like, I have an art page. I was like, I knew you had an art page. And then I went and looked and I was like, this is like our campaign.
This is a recording of everything we've ever done.
It was like a combination of like that moment when you walk in and find like a stalker's like shrine to someone, as well as just like
interesting
the, like love of like, whoa, this is like the stuff I love. It was an odd mix, but it was cool. It was cool. I like it.
I want to throw my 2 cents in.
This guy.
I don't get me wrong. I enjoy going live. It's really helped me work on my role playing. I've had to adjust that because when you're hanging around and not trying to tell a story to an audience,
You can't take advantage of it.
right?
Take it for granted.
Right. Even this session, I found myself. I need to be more emotional in this scene, and I tried to tone that as the scene continued. But one of the things I've also had to cut down on is the chatter. If you have a good couple of friends and you're playing a game like this, there's going to be chatter. It doesn't really matter in a game that's you and your friends, but when everyone has to hear what you're saying,
sidebar constantly,
the sidebar,
which is so fun, but like probably
it just
the most
doesn't work.
annoying thing to listen to.
Right. And so I've had to cut down on
Do you know
that.
what you're talking about? 'Cause
Andrew, if you
I was just gonna say, there's a reason there's assigned seating.
Andrew,
Names have to be passed across the table.
if there is anything
Well,
that you
it's
have,
technically-
Oh yeah, I haven't said anything.
yeah, if you want to, you can keep it brief. If not, that's fine. I want to open it up to the chat.
Yeah, I have a thought. For me, I really like the I was really excited to start streaming because it, like, kind of what you said. It would I was really hoping for. I mean, this whole thing for me is just challenging myself, and I really wanted to be take this opportunity to challenge and make more of a character, and hone in because before live streaming, I felt like it wasn't. I felt like hesitant to be like really into character or to be really into my character. So I this was a really good opportunity. It felt like it was a good opportunity for my self-consciousness to just be, go all in and take it seriously, which I forget that I'm doing sometimes.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I like it.
All right, we're gonna open the last 9 or so minutes to the chat. So drop your questions in. We'll try and take them in order. Again, if you don't hear from us, it is just again a delay. So keep that in mind. But we will be going over any questions.
Just keep sending them. Don't stop.
Yeah, and if you if you get cut off while you're typing and we end the stream while you're typing or anything, just write it down and then you can post it in the posted.
Yeah, post it in the Discord. We'll.
Well, I was gonna say the video.
That
Post
too,
in the,
that too.
in the actual video
Yeah.
in the comments.
Yeah, so while you guys are getting your questions prepped, because we do have a delay, I'm going to ask another question to chat. So mark your questions with questions so we can keep these separate. What has been your favorite part of the campaign so far? What have you guys enjoyed about it? What do you guys enjoy? If you don't enjoy anything, then please don't share that.
Your constructive criticism is not wanted.
Yeah, I don't need it. I'm actually really good. Okay, here's the question.
Yeah, Vigard says, how does Pathfinder classify their monsters or
Oh, I see.
with like CR and stuff? That is a question better
So,
faced for you, Logan.
Yeah, so Pathfinder does levels, and I found that up to this point, their level system is much better than the CR system. Because if anyone has ever prepared an adventure in 5e with CRs, you'll get like a CR2 that wipes your level 5 party
That
because-
mathematically shouldn't make sense.
Yeah, the CRs are just kind of wonky in 5e. Pathfinder seems to do a lot better job of keeping those. And one of the things that I really like about Pathfinder is their GM core. That new book that they just released with their remastered edition actually goes and tells you like, hey, if your party's this level, this is how you should plan your encounter. And they'll give you like your party plus this level is like this level encounter. Your party plus or minus 1 is this, and it's really cool. I like it.
Awesome. Okay. Don't see any other questions. Let me pull up.
I just wanted to say something really quick.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, on the official video release, the official post, on the cut version, you should all post your favorite character, and I will as well in the chat, in the comments.
Character
So-
from this campaign or character from
Favorite character from in general from the past. So
I was gonna say,
Yeah, in the VOD comments.
put
in the
put-
VOD comments, please do that.
put
So
Rowan and why.
Yeah.
Tell me, why is it Daco?
My favorite character is Rowan because he gets to interact with Patty the most. I like the comments from Fulton and Norgard. The variety of character personalities is awesome. I do agree. I love that we have a good dynamic.
mhm.
It is a lot of fun.
I also like the second comment that says, my favorite part of the campaign has been Logan's role-playing of NPCs. That's also been my favorite.
Interesting. You get to, you get to talk and you
Ooh,
enjoy
I
it.
really like Fulton's question.
Okay, let's read it. Not sure if this was discussed already, but if not, what are we looking forward to story-wise?
Probably go for you guys.
Ooh,
since I'm-
yeah, no, you.
What are you looking forward
Hey,
to?
no.
The end of Act 2.
There's a second act.
To lead this off, I think I want to say I have a lot in my backstory. You guys have already gotten a little sneak peek. Logan and I have talked about. There is along with gaining knowledge of his magic and his magical abilities, there will be some fun interactions that Rowan is going to have. Now, of course, I'm saying this as I'm excited for it because obviously it's my character, but I think you guys will really like it as well. So,
Oh yeah, I think you'll be surprised.
oh yeah, shocked.
I'm excited for it too. Like when
Shocked.
That's what she's excited for too. So
no, because when
Electrifying.
Shocking.
I don't know everything about Rowan's backstory, but Jared has told me little snippets.
That's how marriage.
Being married.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how marriage goes, folks. Is
Uh-huh.
you don't get to tell your wife things that
Oh,
are.
for anyone that didn't know, Jared and Eric are married. So.
Yeah,
yeah, we are.
it's very romantic.
Oh shoot, that's not what I meant.
Oh,
Come here.
Awesome. We got some trauma lovers in chat. Thank you, Tyler.
He's like, I love trauma. Sue me.
I will not sue you. It
think we
won't
play
hold in
D&D.
court.
So, what are we looking for story wise?
yeah.
Hello, I've been kind of really trying to be in character at this, the most honing in on this session, and for me, I've kind of intertwined that in my brain. So, I don't really know what I'm looking forward to because Daka was really wanting to go back home.
You're welcome.
But I'm interested to see if we will ever reveal how if the snow will or the winter will go away. That's what I'm wondering if or when that will come across, if our eternal winter will cease during this campaign or not. That is what I'm kind of looking forward to.
What I'm really looking forward to the most is seeing what's his name, the bartender,
Elios.
Elios's hard
Oh
milk.
yeah, hard milk. Yeah,
That's what I'm looking forward
Spam that
to.
in chat. Spam Elios's hard milk in chat so we can get that art. We need that art. I want a 6-pack of Elios's hard milk.
Oh, cool.
For the other question,
Okay, so
It's like a seltzer.
Vigard has an interesting question. He asks, what classes are there in Pathfinder and how do they differ in comparison to D&D 5e? That's a
Question for me.
it's really.
it's
I pulled it up too, and I can give an answer.
please, because it's a hard question.
So it's so I will list them off. This may be boring because there's a lot.
There's like 24 classes.
There's a lot. So we got an alchemist, we got alchemist, we got barbarian, we got a bard, champion is which is a paladin. We got a cleric, we got a druid, we got a fighter, we got an investigator,
That's fun.
and we got a kineticist, which is like earthbending,
like
right?
Avatar.
It's like
The
Avatar.
last Airbender, not the blue people.
We got
like
Magus or Magus, depending on how you pronounce that.
I guess is like a magical warrior.
A magic sword, dude. We got a monk. You got an oracle, which that's a little bit more.
Thank you for
That was interesting. We got psychic. You got ranger. You got rogue, sorcerer, summoner. Swashbuckler is its own thing. Thaumaturge is like Van Helsing. And you got a witch. You got wizard, and then the rarer classes are gunslinger and inventor.
Yeah.
Which an inventor is separate from alchemist. They're not the same like an artificer.
I want to say the biggest thing between D&D and Pathfinder is Pathfinder is more focused on the skills of a
Feats.
class. Yeah, the feats of a class rather than
I think that
Because like
what
a
I noticed
class-
is that a lot of subclasses from 5e get turned into classes.
Yeah.
and there's less of a like trying to fill every niche with one class,
Right.
and more of trying to make a class.
It's like a base. It's like a class is like a foundation or a base.
Yeah.
Very few of these actually have an equivalent subclass. Like a barbarian is one of the few that has a subclass because it's like which.
I would say most of them actually have something like that,
Well, okay.
but you're not as restricted to it as D&D.
Like for example, alchemist. When I've looked into it, it's I'm like the mutagenist subclass, but I could easily just be a bomber as well.
Yeah.
Even though I've taken the
Yeah, okay, I'll say the other way around. So there's a few of them that actually just don't have a subclass. Like Thaumaturge, when I was playing it a little bit, didn't really have a subclass or whatever.
No, Fulton.
But every level you can take a feat, and you basically have an opportunity to multi-class every level.
I'm glad you guys saw that because I saw that 2 minutes ago.
Okay, Fulton.
No, No, Daco's distant, terrorism-loving cousin will not be able to.
It's Gree from the Starfinder one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you were already gone by the time he did that, but he literally committed terrorism on a space station.
No, I think. Oh no, you're right. Yeah.
In the same vein as the subclasses and stuff like that, I just wanted to earlier, Tyler, you mentioned asked how leveling up works in Pathfinder. What I'd recommend is looking. We're not sponsored, but Path Builder 2e is
fantastic.
It's a godsend.
Yeah, play with it. It's free. It's like it's D&D Beyond, but more free.
Oh yeah, and a huge thing, a huge resource is if you're interested in looking into Pathfinder, before you buy the books, all of the rules are on Archives of Nethys.
Yeah. Yep.
So definitely look into that. If you're interested, if you have questions about specific mechanics, look into it because all of them are posted there for free.
All right.
I think we're about done.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're done with questions.
So-
Save them for next time.
Yeah, if you have questions and you're still interested in asking a question, post it in the comments of this VOD or of the edited video on Monday. Also, I have a question for you guys that you can either join our Discord and answer. Join our Discord. It's in the link. It's in the link in our bio on YouTube. But you can ask us in Discord or you can ask us in the comments of this video. Would you guys be interested in something like lore videos? Or would you be interested in things like mechanical comparisons? That was one that somebody recommended that I really like. Is maybe comparisons between mechanics in 5e versus Pathfinder, because we're relatively new to the system as well, but we do want to kind of, make the content interesting aside from just making
Sessions.
our sessions, yeah. But yeah,
And again, we're not pros, so
not pros. That's what makes our content more accessible. Yes, Fulton, please spam join the Discord. But that's gonna be it for tonight. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. One more plea from us to like and subscribe. Share this with your friends, and yeah.
if you don't have any friends, just press the share button and press copy link.
If we get
Put it on your Reddit page.
if we get 10 more subscribes, Jared will do a backflip.
But it'll be off air, so you won't see it. All right, bye.
Yay.